should think now we've got the opportunity.
Yay! We're sorry. We had, yeah. It even warrants a sign.
Yes, it does.
Warrants a sign.
We are very sorry about our technical difficulties, but we're back up.
We are back.
And we're live.
Do you know what? I've never seen so many jewellery makers running around.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
We were here. We've been here. I know you've not been able to see us, but we have been here since, you know.
We've been doing loads, making extra bundles.
Scheduling
extra shows.
Reducing prices.
All the
yeah, you've been making more amazing jewellery. We've got Rajitha here. Bless her. You've been busying away, haven't you, darling?
Yes, I wasn't wasting time at all. I was making more jewellery.
Yeah, none of us were wasting time, Rajitha.
No way.
No.
No, sorry, I didn't mean that.
So what we're going to do is today's education hour, we're going to put that forward onto Wednesday.
Yes.
And we're going to make the morning show go until 1 o'clock. Does that sound all right to you?
Perfectly fine. Yeah, it's too good to miss.
Absolutely.
Too good to miss. Now, yes, if you were thinking, oh no, it's the Tahitian Pearl. It's the day of Tahitian Pearls.
They're still here.
They are still here. Giving you a little 5-minute warning. They're going to be coming up a moment's time.
I'm going to leave you to it.
Incredible kits, we've got so much to bring you. The lovely Martha, she wanted to come and apologise personally. Bless her, as if it's her fault. You know, technical issues do happen, unfortunately. Now, the Tahitian Pearls are coming up literally in a couple of minutes, five minutes to be exact. So don't go anywhere. We totally understand we're a little bit delayed, but we were planning it on the 10 o'clock hour anyway. Don't worry, we will get everything that we had planned for today's show into the 4 hours, or however many hours we've got left. I've totally lost track of time now. I guarantee they will all be coming your way. The kits are just incredibly beautiful. Can I just say, Rajitha, you've made some, well, I've been saying it all morning. She's heard it already probably about 10 times. Stunning jewellery. You should, I'm going to say it. These need to be on a DVD.
Well, thank you.
They are incredible. Absolutely incredible. So wait till you see the kit. I mean, look at all the pieces. Oh. Aren't they amazing? So that's coming up. We'll be bringing that to you in our about an hour's time, so not long to wait for that. But we've got so much to bring you. Don't forget the Tahitian Pearls back in stock by popular demand. These have been away from the vault, the warehouse for I do not know how long. I can remember them first time round. They are, do you know, I've got at home a set of tools, believe it or not jewellery making tools for sort of around your DIY, etc. But they're your girly tools because they're like your screwdrivers and they're all floral and lovely. I love them. So if ever I've got to do DIY, admittedly it's not that often, then I'll use my girly tools just because it's just, yeah, bit more fun. You'll love these. They are your zebra print. And also it's got various different utensils within as well. Instantaneously, we've got lots of you there. Of course, comes in your jewellery maker packaging, so great for transportation. Open it up. You have got dividers, so ways of carrying your findings and also your gemstones. Then you've also got your files, you've got your tweezers, you've got your scoops, you've got your clippers, you've got pliers and round nose pliers, etc. All in there with, of course, the zebra print, which we love. It is different to our small toolkit and also our large toolkit in that on this side, I suppose, on the right-hand side, well, my right anyway, you're getting these utensils that aren't included in the other toolkits that we actually provide here at Jewellery Maker. Grab it whilst you can. Don't you think they're lovely gifts? Really lovely gifts, that monochromatic, striking design. You can imagine if it's in your toolbox, I guess there's a practicality to it as well. If it's in amongst your toolbox where you've got lots of different tools, having seen all the guest designers, then you're going to go straight to these. You're going to be, they're visible as well, aren't they?
Yeah, if I may add to that, the handles, they're quite, you know, soft and squishy if you hold them. They're different from...
Oh, they are? They're quite foamy, aren't they?
Yeah, that's a speciality about these ones.
That's right. Yeah, Rajitha's just saying they're really soft and sort of foamy, so you've got that comfort grip to them as well. well. For those of you that make jewellery for long lengths of time, you don't want to be hindered by, I don't know, any blisters or any discomfort. We've got a couple of reviews on this. Nice and comfy to use. There we go, Jean, you took the words right out of my mouth. Devon says, great, wanted these as they feel better in my hands as I suffer with arthritis. Fabulous. I mean, there again, just took the words right out of my mouth. They have got a softness to them. They're kind of foamy, I suppose, would be the best way of describing them. So in the palm of your hand, they're not going to be hard and they're not going to have that constant pressure, if you like, as and when you're using them. Instantly, we've got Nicola, Sabrina, Kent, hello to you, Sandra, hello to you, Janine, hello to you, Hayley. A very good morning to you this Sunday. We are with you, everything's sorted now, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're hopeful. Be on those phone lines as soon as you can, back in stock. Martha, who, as you've seen, is here in the building, was saying very jealous that you've got these, very, very, very jealous, especially at your Sunday morning deal price. Never been on the morning show previously before. Even though they are back in stock, they've sold out, and it's only now that we're able to relaunch them. Let's bring that price point in for you. Ali, well done. Wendy, well done. Hannah, well done. I mean, how many retailers can you get just one single tool for this price point? We don't just give you one, we bring you 1, 2, 3, 4, and then of course your 1, 2, 3, 4 other utensils, which are great for maneuverability, for filing, I suppose, and for storage of your gemstones. Now this tool here, if I can just lean on Rajitha's amazing knowledge, it's actually kind of got like a file.
It is
a small file.
Bead reamer.
A bead reamer.
Yes. So, for example, shell pearls or pearls, if you think
want to make it bigger, the hole.
Yes, you have to. You can work with those. It is a bead reamer basically. So you work with both the ends.
I've not seen a bead reamer on air before. I've never seen one. So for this alone, I would imagine, let me just take that out for you. For this alone, I'd imagine there's lots of jewellery makers wanting one, because there's no alternative really, is there? If you want to make the holes bigger, then you've got a bead reamer or nothing, really. Why don't you, Lynn, Tracy, Meg, hello to you, Eileen, Dawn, hello to you, William, Alice and Amanda. We've got some messages in saying, welcome, looking forward to fantastic treats. Susan, thank you so much for your patience. Yeah, we've been desperate to be with you as well, believe me. Julie in Yorkshire, yay, so glad you're back, missed you all. We missed you too, we missed you too. Honestly, we were sat like this waiting, because I'm no help when it comes to technical issues. I am a hindrance, believe me. So literally, I was sat on my chair here going, wasn't I? Didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to do. Desperate. And do you know why I was desperate? Because it's Tahitian Pearl Day. We have been promoting this incredible opportunity for a good few days. We brought you a small quantity yesterday, sold out entirely. It is Tahitian Pearl Day. For the first time in jewellery maker history, this weekend we bring you arguably the most desired of all of the world's pearls. This wonderful organic gemstone, as we know, which is formed within a mollusk and can be formed in various different localities around the world. In this case, it is from the beautiful location of Tahiti in the French Polynesia. Is recognised and celebrated for its very unique colourings. It has got that wonderful inky, steel blue, greenish overtones, and even aubergine colours. It can and it does fetch some of the most considered price points in the industry, going as far as some of the most expensive pearls on this planet are your Tahitian. Now, that colouring comes from the fact that the mollusk is slightly different. It's called the black-lipped mollusk, so the colour of the actual creature itself almost emulates into the pearl that it actually produces. Do you know that it can take up to 2 years for that mollusk to mature enough to even start producing pearls? So it is a costly process. Even more so when I tell you that the black lip pearl is a very sensitive creature, and I love that about it. The whole cultivating process, now we've brought the graphics in, let me just tell you, interrupt myself, we have got less than 100 of these available. In fact, shall I give, how many have we got? 75. That's still double what we had yesterday, but we could have sold yesterday's quantity 10 times over. This is an opportunity that if you are in a position to do so, please do it, because I do not know if, when, if ever we'll be able to bring it to you again. And you're not just getting one, you're getting all three, and look at the size of them, 11.25 millimeters. 20 have gone into baskets instantaneously. Now, I'll use the tweezers to show you around because they're beautifully spherical. Don't worry, I will go back to what I was saying. I haven't forgotten what I was just saying about sensitivity. The size of your pearls is, along with the shape, potentially one of the most crucial valuing factors of this gemstone. There are almost 50 in baskets. Do confirm though, check out as soon as you possibly can. To have a Tahitian pearl, my goodness, very few people in the world will be able to say that. To have a Tahitian pearl which is so spherical, perfectly formed, a smooth nacre surface, which means there are no nicks or indentations, any blemishes in the gemstone. To have an orient, which is referring to the pearl's reflective properties. Look at that, look. Could it be any more perfect? You can actually see the reflection of the studio before me from the pearl itself, and there is that very distinctive steely inky grey with that wonderful greenish overtone. These are half drilled, so I'd go as far, even if you're watching Jewellery Maker for the very first time today and you've never ever made a piece of jewellery, get them now and take it to a jeweller near you who can have it made into a pendant or a pair of earrings for you or a solitaire. I would, without shadow of a doubt, do that. If you look on the web at the price comparisons and what prices you can expect to pay for Tahitian pearls, we had numerous text messages in yesterday. It was like, Eleanor, there was £450 for one single Tahitian pearl. There was some people messaging in about £38,000. Absolutely, I can remember that message because I said, you know what, that's what I was when I first started in this industry. That's what the retailer I was working at was selling them for, 5 figures. We're going to have to bring that price tag in because already half the stock is gone, and I have got jewellery makers who are collectors who are multiplying, and I don't blame you at all. They are 11 by 2.5 millimeter, absolutely perfect and spherical. It was always going to be a sellout, and it will always be a sellout. It's just a moment of when. I'll pick each and every single one of them so you can really scrutinize just how perfectly formed these beautiful gemstones are. Why are Tahitian pearls so costly? It's because it's a very sensitive process in actually forming this gemstone. That's why it can and it does fetch 3-figure price tags, 4-figure price tags, 5-figure price tags in many cases. With Jewellery Maker, it's $129.95, not for one, but for 3. For 3. That's working out at £43.30 per Tahitian pearl. That is a sentence I never, ever would have imagined coming out of my mouth. Never. I wouldn't. Not in a million years. Quantity is dwindling very quickly. So the cultivating process, what happens? This gemstone is farmed, essentially, as I said, in the French Polynesia, a tiny mother of pearl bead, which is round. That lends itself to the sphericalness of the, is that word, how perfectly spherical the gems, the end result, the pearl results in. So it's a mother of pearl bead which is inserted, but even the insertion of that bead into the blacklit pearl, which is where your Tahitian pearls come from, it's such a sensitive creature that it can actually, well, basically, it can die. So it's a very sensitive process, and bear in mind it had to mature for 2 years till it can even produce these gemstones. So that is why it is arguably the most expensive pearl on the planet, probably up there with your Akoya, your Japanese pearls, but worlds apart in terms of their distinctive beauty. We've got a message in from Lisa. A single Tahitian pearl pendant online costs £699. You're giving us an amazing deal. I know. Lisa, I've had to keep my lips sealed for weeks about this. We've known about it in the run-up, and honestly, the crew here, well, the entirety of the jewellery making team have been bursting with excitement to tell you, yeah, and that's for one. That's just for one. I bought my Tahitian pearl before Jewellery Maker Days, before this channel was on your screens. Yeah, okay, it's in gold, and yes, it's got some teeny diamonds either side, but I bought mine at staff cost. So staff cost, we used to have the retail price divided by 3 minus your VAT. That's generally what of a markup most jewellery retailers work at. I still paid over £500 for it, and we're going back probably about 7 years when I actually bought mine, and it's not as big as this. It's not as big as 11.25. So just for once, you're getting an outstanding deal. But you already know that. Angela, Nicola, Lanarkshire, Jennifer, Bernadette, Surrey, London, Janet, guest designer. Well done, Janet. You said you're going to be tuning in, my darling. Joseph, Yulia, Jackie, Catherine. Is it going to be a sellout? How many have we got left, Kimbo? Okay, we've got about 10 left. But about 25 are in baskets. 25 are still in baskets, so grab it whilst you can. I mean, look at that. I'd be thinking straight away pendant, or maybe a pair of earrings and a solitaire ring. If you multi-buy, you could get a pair of earrings, pendant, solitaire ring. Incredible. Liz in Kent, in a place where I'd like to have breakfast. Yes, absolutely. They have a smaller pearl with diamonds for £1,625. I know. Isn't it? I'm excited for every single one of you. I really, really am. Will you do me a favour? Will you feed back your instant reaction when you open these? Because it's going to be love at first sight. Congratulations from the very bottom of my heart to every single one of you. That isn't just a purchase. That is an acquisition, one for future generations. Well done to every single one of you. Okay, box number 12 in 8 o'clock. Oh, speaking of Akoya, these have got a really definite Akoya look. So again, I bought an Akoya pearl just recently off our sister channel. Yeah, it's in gold. It's small. It's about, well, it's smaller than these. Just one of them nestled into a little bit of gold. Very simple, very elegant. I love it. Akoya pearl are quite golden. They're a golden tone. So they're totally different to what you have just seen. So if you love that golden look of a pearl, then you'll adore this. Now, these are all half drilled. You've got separation of colour. How many have I got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So you're getting 10 of each colour. So you've got the golden sort of Akoya tones, and then you've got your very classic white pearls there as well. They're all half drilled. You see that? So they're perfect for your stud earrings. Jan, who I know is watching right now, just seen her getting involved in the Tahitian pearls, was telling me that she'd sell a simple pair of pearl earrings, probably for the price tag that in excess of the price tag that you're about to see on your screen, and you've got you've got 5 pairs of each. Yeah, 10 pairs overall. Simple amount of glue added to that drill hole. Acquire some sterling silver or some yellow gold and insert it basically into the drill hole, and you're good. And you're good to go, basically. I mean, look how perfect that pearl has been formed. Look at how smooth and blemish-free the surface of those pearls are. And every single one is of equal quality. That's that Akoya colour that I was referring to. Very, very similar, isn't it? I'm not saying it is, because these aren't Japanese pearls. They are from China, but they are very, very similar in terms of those tones. 10 pairs, so loving your pearls. You've got that white and champagne hue. The wonderful thing about pearls, given the fact that they are all an organic gemstone, I like to mix and match those colours. I'm lucky enough, and I do consider it a huge fortune. Well, it is. I'm very grateful that I own a Tahitian pearl, and I'm sure many of you now, we've just made your day with the Tahitian pearls. But the same, I like mixing those tones. I like to have the sort of champagne hues. I love having the sort of crisp whites. I love having the Tahitian colours. I love having the golden tones. I love it when they're, they've got dye in them, or they have been dyed, so you can maybe have some rich reds or blues even. They're all beautiful, aren't they? Because they are obviously recognised as the same gemstone. Good luck. 10 pairs, sizable as well, coming your way. That's 99 pence per pair of. Oh my goodness. Now, can I just retract what I said earlier? And Jan, guest designer, you said that you would sell 1 pair of pearls for in excess of a price tag that we brought pearl earrings at yesterday. I'm suggesting one of those pairs at probably 3 times that price tag and then some. Isn't that amazing? £9.95. That's 99 pence per pair.
You won't even get plastic pearls for those.
No, exactly.
I mean,
You wouldn't get the, you know,
it is so difficult to convince
created ones.
It is so difficult to convince someone that, you know, these are freshwater pearls and they cost you. I know, it's amazing. It's a
£10.
It's a stashing deal, you know, if you're a seller.
It's a no-brainer, isn't it?
No-brainer, exactly.
Absolutely. If ever you were thinking, you know what, I'm contemplating going into business, maybe selling a couple of pieces of jewellery. I'm not necessarily even at a craft fair. Do it online. I'm absolutely certain just one pair you could command at least double that price tag, surely.
Easily,
Yeah.
very easily. And studs are, you know, this is everyone loves, you know, keeping, you know, different kind of pearl
Everybody loves
studs,
pearls,
you know,
don't they?
because you're in a hurry. This is what you're looking for. Let me get a stud and put it on, and this is pearls.
Gorgeous. And everyone knows pearls is a valuable,
exactly.
rare thing. Sorry, okay, moving on to box number 12. Do you mean? Yeah. Oh, now, hang on a minute. Let's stick to the pearls for a second. These. Do you know of any brides? Do you do bridal fairs? Do you know of any little girls? Do you know of any feminine ladies out there? These are a beautiful dusky pink. I've not seen this colour before, and I love it. I want to buy these. Their overtone it's pink, but you've got a bluish overtone in the pearlescence.
Oh yeah,
Look at that colour. These with rose gold findings. I wonder if you could get rose gold earring posts. Aren't they gorgeous? Can you see that pinkish colour?
Yeah.
You turn that one over. There.
It's
Just-
like there's a fight going on between pink, peach, and that, like you said, the bluish. Can you see? Oh yeah.
They're amazing, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are.
Totally different to any other colour. If I bring back in one of... Oh, why won't you turn over? There. Oh, look, he didn't want to turn over that one. He was being stubborn. I'm just going to bring one of those white back in and you'll see the definite difference. Look. I love the white, don't get me wrong. They're all classic. But look at this dusky pink. There it is. There's that white. There's that very genteel baby pink. Gorgeous, aren't they? And you're getting 15 pairs. 15 pairs in total of these. Again, half drilled, so that means the surface of the pearl, the front of the pearl, everything that you're going to be looking at in the ear, and I will hold them up to the ear as well, you're not going to have that drill hole running through the centre, which is what we expect, really, isn't it? When we purchase certainly pearl earrings. I'm going to hold this one up to the ear for you, so you can actually see the size if I can. Look at that. Perfect size, aren't they? Aren't they lovely? You can really see that reflective surface. The quality of the pearls is without shadow of a doubt there. They are beautiful 7mm round, 15 pairs. How about 86p per pair? These are not synthetic. We would not be bringing you synthetic pearls. These are the real deal cultivated pearls grown within the mollusk itself, farmed, and it does depend on the temperature of the water. A pearl can grow, and it is an approximate estimation, about 1mm per year in many cases. So on that basis, individually, these pearls would have taken 7 years to form. A beautiful peachy, pinky colour, which I absolutely love. Perfect for bridal jewellery. I'd wear these on an everyday occasion. They're a classic, timeless piece of jewellery. I think a staple for any lady. If you love your pearls, you've got to own a pair of pearl earrings, haven't you?
I love small earrings. You know,
yes.
And studs are perfect for me. And
Amazing, aren't they?
Amazing.
And the wonder with pearls is whatever skin tone, whatever hair colour you actually have, they're noticeable because it has got that sort of softer, paler colour, I suppose. You still notice it. It doesn't get lost. I wear pearl earrings all the time, and I've got, obviously, my hair's down. blonde hair, so you might think, oh, to get lost in it, but it never does.
No.
Never ever does. Well done to every single one of you. Absolutely incredible. Stay on those phone lines. 86 pence per pair, not per pearl, per pair. Okay, I can guarantee that we will be bringing you everything that we had originally scheduled in this 3 hours. You're just going to have to work very, very quickly. But that said, everything's pretty much been selling out so far. Up next, well, we've brought you Tahitian pearls, we've brought you wonderful pearls. Let's bring you your showstopper. What gemstone do you think of to go alongside your pearls? If you're making pieces of jewellery and you want to add other gemstones, what gemstone would you think of? Diamonds? Yeah. What would you think of?
I quite like, you know, for the sparkle, quartz, white quartz. Are these white quartz?
These are coated white quartz.
Because I saw them, for me, it was like, they're not quartz, are they moonstone?
Yes,
That's
I'm
what I
so
was
glad
thinking.
you said that. Rajitha thought these were moonstone. Yeah, I did as well. It's that when at first glance you're like, hang on, that's an amazing strand of moonstone. Look at the schiller. Look at that adolescence.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm actually waiting to see what gemstone is that, because I have this confusion. You know, it's not quartz for sure, and maybe moonstone, but then still, you know, I know how moonstone looks like, but then what is this?
It is your coated clear quartz. Now, can I explain? Quartz is probably one of the most misunderstood gemstones. I mean, it is a gemstone family, but when we're talking about clear quartz specifically, many people believe that it's abundant. As a mineral, yes, quartz is abundant. As a gemstone, clear quartz in particular is astonishingly rare. It's only found in a few localities around the world. Clear, liquid transparency, clarity is sourced in a handful of places. Yeah, this is some of the best African that I've seen in a very long time. Brazilian, you're with us here at Jewellery Maker. Yes, you get incredible clarity. African, this is some of the best that I've ever seen. The transparency is amazing. With clear quartz, any imperfections, which can often be quite pronounced, quite dark, quite sort of black marks internally. Look at this. Look at how beautifully eye clean each of those gemstones are. And then if we are going to not just briolette cut it like these are, your wonderful faceted drops, so 360 degrees, all of that work that goes into faceting a strand like this and all of these multiple gemstones, but also the coating process. Now, never be afraid of coated gemstones. We make sure that our gemstones are treated with the utmost respect and are coated and treated to last, as you would. I mean, with the whole nature of this wonderful family business is about respecting gemstones. So if we've respected sourcing some of the finest in the world, handed it to some of the most exemplary talented lapidarists to be able to bring you a briolette cut, we're obviously going to make sure that treatment of the gemstone is at its best. And my goodness, it certainly fooled me. I looked at it and thought, that's incredible moonstone. But if it were moonstone, I doubt highly you'd actually see such an abundance of spectrum of colours. Can you see purples? Can you see yellows? Can you see blues? All from different angles of light.
Yeah, I don't know why. Can you feel that jelly sort of feel as well, as if it's filled with some, you know?
Yeah, it has got sort of a. Yeah, you can almost feel a texture of it,
exactly,
can't you?
You know, the fluid inside, you know, captured inside it.
I love that. I love that. That's a lovely thought and sentiment. Let's bring that price tag in, because instantaneously we've got loads of you there. This will go perfectly with any of your pearls, whether it be the Tahitian, whether it be the cultured pearls you've just seen. $11.95. That I bet you weren't expecting. In preparation to today's show, obviously we do that days in advance. And I'm sure Martha won't mind me quoting her. Martha, you thought this was going to be, she's probably listened to me outside the studios. She thought this was going to be a 20+ strand. I certainly did. Yeah, Rajitha, you thought so too? I mean, look at the quality of every single one of those gemstones. I'm holding it out like so you can actually really scrutinise how eye clean and transparent they are. Amazing, aren't they?
Amazing.
That one in the centre of the screen, that is a pendant. Needs nothing else, does it?
There's no doubt about it.
No doubt whatsoever. Caroline, Agnes, Carol, Glenda, hello to you, Lanarkshire, Bridgend, hello to you, Diane, Teresa, Catherine, Rachel, Mary, hello to you, Tracy, Vivian. I can't keep up with the names, there's loads of you there. I'm hoping that we've got quantity of this. Have we got quantity? Yes? Good, good. But they are flying, and we've got so many of you with it in your baskets at $11.95. I thought this would be probably double that price tag in all reality. I mean, could that be the most amazing, amazing necklace?
The thing is, you've got no idea how it looks like from here.
Yeah,
it's
from
got
a distance.
The that opalescence as well,
yes.
for some reason, because of the mystic coating, I think.
Yes,
it's got that gold, fleck coming out, and
it's a play of colour, isn't it? Really, you've got a play of colour across the surface of them, yeah, which is obviously not something you would say ordinarily about clear quartz, but that treatment of the gemstone is giving you that performance of colour. Yeah, absolutely, well done. Okay, so they're beautiful, but if you're thinking, Eleanor, I love it, I love that mystic, also known as the exotic treatment, by the way, which dates back to the 1990s. But I prefer quartz to just be left alone, to be totally and utterly all about its liquid-like appearance. I woke up this morning and it was funny because Wes was saying, oh, we're going to be scraping the ice off our car soon enough. What did we have to do this morning, Wes? Scrape the ice off our car. It was bitterly cold, those of you that haven't been out. I love, though, when you wake up and you open the front door and you're all wrapped up and you can see those dewy crystals, I suppose. I've got an acer tree just outside my front door, and you see those dewy drops just forming and sitting on one of those leaves, absolutely glistening in what is darkness even. Now, the more dewy, the more liquid-like your quartz is, the more valuable it is. Any gemologist will agree with that. These are absolutely natural. An alternative to your mystic coating, wonderfully faceted and absolutely transparent. Yes, you will see fire with quality of quartz like this. Can you see that there in the center? Every single angle, just the slightest orientation, and I'm not manipulating the gemstones to show off their internal fire. It's doing that of its own accord, given the fact that it is briolette cut. You can imagine these suspended from the ear, can't you? Imagine just one of these on some sterling silver fine suspended from the ear. Imagine that performance of light. It's almost like a sort of a crystal, which it would be hung in the window and the light beaming through and creating that spectrum of colour. That could be worn around your ear effectively with these beautifully faceted gemstones. There's multiples on here as well. We understand that this morning we've lost a few hours. We will bring you everything. Don't you worry about that. And we've also adjusted prices on that basis. So grab it whilst you can. Needless to say, a lot of the web bidders are thinking, what? That's not a normal price. Jewellery Maker, you always bring us incredible deals. But this morning, what is this all about? Claire bought 2, well done. Rachel bought 2, well done. Vivian, Merseyside, Sussex, Sheila and Martin, Philippa, that's what we're talking about. Listen, it's kind of an apology for you. We understand we've been off air for a couple of hours through tech. No fault of our own, unfortunately, but it is rectified. But for your patience, we want to reward you, and this is how we do it. This is how we do it. $6.95, Rajitha. $6.95. I've faceted a gemstone. I've had a go.
You know, just for the cut, I always imagine that there's a raise of price, double that, you know, just for the cut. Then you have clarity going on there.
Rarity of the gemstone, mining of the gemstone, transportation of the gemstone, stranding of the gemstone.
This is just P&P.
Yeah, postage of the gemstone, packaging of the gemstone, $6.95. Us, I mean, they have to pay for us as well. You know, I love my job, but at the same time, I do, you know, I need to earn money. So, you know, our fees, we get paid as well. So $6.95 doesn't, it's not logical.
It is an amazing strand, to be honest, because I was looking at both the strands, and I could not work out which one is, you know.
Oh, incredible. It's going to be a sellout. It is going to be a sellout. And by the way, this with the Chalcedony, which is coming up later on. Oh, incredible. What have we got, Kim? What have we got? Kim just said, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How many have we got of these? Every single pearl strand that we brought you yesterday, maybe the odd one or two, but I'm pretty confident in saying was a sellout. I know this because I tried to buy myself. Kim, when I left the studios yesterday, did I or did I not? She said, yes, you did. Yes, you did. I did try to purchase a strand of pearls. Because, and I'm going to tease you a little bit some more, Kim is a part-time ninja. Full-time ninja, actually. She has abilities to hide, to find some of the most amazing strands, and literally has our management scratching their head at times. Kim, we sold out yesterday of all those strands previously. Where on earth have you got these from? Specially reserved for you this morning, we have got 11 by 13 millimeters. Now, yesterday we had 11 by 13 millimeter pearls. We have, so are these the biggest? The biggest on the website. We're just going to double check that, but on our jewellerymaker.com, these are officially the biggest. We're just confirming that right now. I personally try. I think it speaks volumes when guest designers, when presenters, when members, Pearl, I was calling you Pearl then, Kim. When Kim, producer Kim, and we can't buy them in advance to any show, that wouldn't be fair to you guys at home. Kim can't get hold of them either. Don't get me wrong, I've bought pearls recently, but they're a lot smaller, or they're your Baroque pearls, which have got sort of more of an organic formation. These are sizable, aren't they? You picked these up, Rajitha, didn't you?
And I was asking, are they shell pearls?
Yeah. Rajitha's words.
They're so white, they're so plain.
Yeah.
And
are they shell pearls, you said, didn't you?
That was the first thing I asked
you. And they're so big.
Yeah, they're so big.
Because of the size, you would think that they were reconstituted or formed, wouldn't you? These have been formed within a mollusk. Don't you find that fascinating? Every single one of these have been formed within a mollusk. Well done to every single one of you. I'm going to hold it up to the neckline. I'm in love with it, and I'm envious of every single one of you there. In the best possible way. You know, I'm delighted for you, I truly am, because to own pearls of this sheer size, very few people in the world. Jan and I had a lengthy conversation yesterday about how pearls of this size can command some of the highest, most astronomical price points. Myself, the retailer that I worked at, these 13 millimeter, double figure millimeter pearls, to be honest, would always be in 5 figures, and that's no underestimation. Okay, yeah, they'd be with 18 karat gold, and they might even have some GTH colourless SI graded diamonds on the clasp, or even embedded into the gemstone, where they just literally drilled into the gemstone, into the pearl, and then set a round brilliant cut. But 5 figures, they would be 5 figures. Yeah, I'm not saying that's what this would be valued at. I'm not qualified to do that. But if you form a relationship with any gemologists and show them this strand, they would give you a massive, massive high five. I can't see that 2 millimeter difference. Can you? I can't see that 2 millimeter difference. To me, and if both Rajitha and I, in the presence of this strand, were thinking, wow. I mean, we're up close and personal here. So yes, you can see how this gemstone is of course Mother Nature produced. But look from a distance. Look, they're so large, you would think that they're shell pearl, wouldn't you?
Well, that was the first thing I thought. You know, that's what I asked you. Are those shell pearls? Because they're white.
Yeah.
They're huge, humongous.
There's no other word for it, is there?
There's no other. And they look so round. But having said that, when you actually hold them in your hand, you know they are pearls.
Yes.
Because I quite like the fact that even though they look, you know, they look quite spherical, but when you have a closer look, you can still see the, you know,
yeah, you can see,
which adds on to the fact that it's real pearls.
100%. I totally agree with you. Yeah, yeah. The valuing factors would be size, obviously, tick, big tick there. How spherical they are. Again, I'm seeing beautiful rounds. The reflective surface, the luster. Again, you can see that, and the nacre surface. So how many blemishes it has or hasn't got, and yeah. There is the odd one here or there, but there's not huge amounts. It shows that they are the real deal. We've got to bring that price tag in for you, because if you missed out yesterday, grab these whilst you can. Our pearls of these are the biggest, aren't they? They are the biggest on the website of your white cultured pearls. Beautiful size. Well done to you. Ahead of $34.95. One of those suspended on a pendant, and you've made your money back and then some, in actual fact. We've got a text message coming in. Great size, Elizabeth says, aren't they? How often do you see 13mm pearls? I was over in Dublin last weekend looking in some very high-end jewellers, and I saw pearl strands. Yeah, big, beautiful pearls, but my goodness, they were expensive. It's rare. It is rare. Eleanor, Lancashire, Jeanette, Claire, Rachel, Diane, Sheila and Martin, Claire and Bridget, Edwina, Joan, hello to you, Chrissy, Sarah, Jane, Somerset, Janet. Now, yesterday, we had an amazing special show, and today is going to be exactly the same, because guess what? $34.95 is not your price point. This is what we're talking about. Get it whilst you can. If you're in a position to, multi-buy. Now, this is actually a shorter strand. You have got more here, because I was messing around with them earlier on this morning whilst we were waiting, and I actually pulled some of them off, so you're getting more. Let me count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. 36 11 by 13mm pearls. That's 83 pence per pearl, per genuine, cultivated pearl.
Which means it is also longer than the normal strands, isn't it? It's definitely more than 36 centimetres.
Yes, that's a really good point. It is, so that means you've got a pair of earrings. You've got a pair of earrings straight away, haven't you? Yeah, absolutely. It's a longer length. That's a really good point. I've not thought of that. I mean, to own pearls of this sheer size is a huge privilege, and very few people in the world can say that they do. I will get mine at some point. Believe me, I will. I've just got to make sure that I'm watching when. Maybe I need to take a day off and let Kim work. No, you're not allowing that. Okay. So Kim, how are we going to resolve this issue of us missing out on pearls? We're not going to. Because I don't think that there is a single other place on this entire planet, and of course this is me, I've not found anywhere that will be able to even come remotely close. Remotely close. Well done. Massive congratulations to every single one of you. Got to move on. Okay, box number 10. Now, whilst we were desperately trying to get back with you live, of course on the website you can see some of the, you can see some of the items that we are going to be playing with you. These have already started to be allocated. Don't worry if you're shopping me on the phone lines, there is still quantity. Now, these are amazing. And if I can remember rightly, yeah, it's an unheard of price. Take my word for it, be on those phone lines. Free phone, telephone number, because the moment you see it, the moment our graphics change, you're going to be going, one, no-brainer. Pressing your option 1 to confirm, because this is an absolute giveaway deal. They are sizable, cherry, I see sort of poinsettia, mulberry colours coming through, real sumptuous luxury, significant, 13 by 9mm. I mean, look at this. Do you know what these are going to? I'm not going to tell you just yet.
No. I don't even want to guess.
I don't think you'll be able to guess, to be honest. And I'm not going to ask you because, to be honest, you're going to be so far out.
It's weird. I don't know why do I find it quite kind of scary to kind of, you know,
yeah.
You know, it's like...
I'll never get used to these deals. I will never, and that's right, by the way. If I do sound like a broken record sometimes, and I'm like, what? Where else in the world? And I know I say that quite a lot, but I can't help it. It's like a knee-jolt reaction. We're going to have to bring that price in because the weather's gone frantic. And I don't blame you. You agree with me, right? I will never get used to these prices, and I shouldn't ever get used to these prices because it is no reflection of the true value or worth. $6.95 for 13 by 9 millimetre cultured pearls.
You know what, I was thinking, I really hope it does not go to the lowest price we've gone so far. It has. That is what I was thinking. That's why I said I don't want to guess.
If you saw these in a jeweller, restranded, knotted, for, I don't know, £100 odd.
Yeah, it is three digits.
I would say 3 digits,
Yes, of
without
course,
shadow of a doubt.
yes.
And I understand it depends where you're selling, and you might not necessarily get that at a craft fair, but these deserve to be positioned in, you know, in a high-end establishment. They really do. I truly believe that. If you disagree, that's absolutely fine. It's just my personal opinion is that these gemstones, have we got to move on? Deserve. They are luxurious without shadow of a doubt. Box number 5, number 5, number 5 from 9 o'clock. Let me see. Oh, I love this strand. I've seen it before. There's only 50 remaining. Look at the quality of the aquamarine and the morganite and the heliodor and the goshenite. Oh my gosh, you've got it all in there. It is your multicoloured aquamarine. Look at that colour. Look at this colour. They're fabulous, aren't they? Rich, intense morganite. Look at the quality of that aquamarine. I mean, that's not a wishy-washy pale blue, is it? That is intense summer's day blue.
It's actually, I would say, the aquamarine blue you're getting there, aren't it? It's difficult to get that sort of...
Yeah.
You can't define that colour. You can't define that blue.
Aquamarine, usually, well, I say usually, it is a mainstream gemstone. What I mean by that is you will find it along sort of high street retailers, etc. But have you ever actually looked at aquamarine and thought, well, there's no colour there. I thought aquamarine was blue. That's undeniable. Yeah. That's recognised instantaneously. This is limited though, and my goodness, we're so busy. We are so busy this morning. Let's bring that price in. Kim, my producer said, listen, I am giving away gemstones today. As close you are, Kim.
I believe you.
Kim, you know, we're not just talking about a gemstone that we can stumble across. We're not talking about a gemstone that we know is on a repetitive reorder, I suppose. We're not talking about a gemstone which is guaranteed of this amazing quality. We are talking about beryl, multiple beryls, aquamarine, some of the world's leading coloured gemstone buyers are struggling to get hold of. Morganite, we haven't, our sister, well, it might have changed over the past couple of weeks, I doubt it. Hasn't been bought for 4 years, as in a parcel. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well done. Box number... Oh my goodness. This with that last strand. How many have we got of these? 31. Can I just say, we make no apologies of tempting you today, because you are going to be tempted.
Feels like you're holding, petals.
It does look like rose petals. Look at how much there is, though.
You know, the English rose. Oh my goodness.
I'm still not done. There's 3, 4, and a double strand. 5 or 6, whichever way you want to look at it, strands of beautiful morganite. Oh, a relative newcomer to the gemstone world, which is one of the most romantic, one of the most alluring, one of the most feminine, complimentary, captivating, low stock. We have less than 50 of these available. I love about this bundle the fact that you are getting those petals, the petal pinks, but also the sort of peachy hues. So you've almost got Zambezia in there, as well as your Mozambique, USA, Morganite. Don't see that very often. And this is from the, I'm assuming, but from the original location of discovery. It was first discovered in the United States and America, over in California. So you're getting it from that original locality, which excites me. It doesn't, the location or country of origin doesn't necessarily depict the value of the gemstone, but it's nice to say, yeah, well, this is where it was first discovered from. Beautiful. 5 strands, but really you have got a double strand here, so some people would look at it as 6. This is a substantial carat weight. See if I can quickly do the maths for you. I don't know if my brain can work that fast. 550, I can't add that. It's in 4 figures anyway. Kim's sorting it out for me. 4-figure carat weight. The measurements go from 9x5 to 22x9 to 8x7 to 13x9, 11x5 to 24x11, 4x3 to 30. You've got all different variations and sizes. How much? Sorry, 1,400 carats of Morganite. I don't think I've ever brought a bundle like that before.
I mean, not for Morganite. You wouldn't expect anything like coming as a bundle.
50% of the stock is gone. I don't think I've ever brought a bundle. Kim's saying I don't think I've ever made a bundle of it. I wish we had more. Half the stock has already been allocated. Well done. Are you kidding me? £4.99 per strand of beautiful Morganite.
And if you consider those as 6 strands, it's even...
Yeah, exactly, that's true. True point. If you think of it as actually that's 6 strands, because there's a double one there, Elle, well, it's even less. Even less. I mean, look, I love to hold gemstones like this. I mean, that's what these bundles are. How many of us thought we'd ever hold 4-figure carat weight of Morganite? I certainly didn't. I certainly didn't think I was ever going to. You know, go back a few years before I discovered Jewellery Maker and was lucky enough to come and work here. I never thought that was possible. Susan, Lyndon, Alison, Lena, hello to you, Pauline, Sarah, Diane, Belinda, Surrey, Nicola, Jennifer, Sandra, Caroline, Kent, Angela, Susan, Marie. We only had a limited quantity. Pretty much every single one of the gemstones that we've brought you this morning thus far has been an entire sellout, and I don't think for 1 second, given the fact that this is Morganite, this is going to be any different. What colour do you findings or metals do you like to use with your Morganite?
I think I'm a bit biased. I love rose gold. So
yeah, I agree.
But having said that, silver would go equally well with those.
Yes.
And if you want to add a bit of more, luxury or, lushness to it, add gold.
Add gold. It goes with everything, doesn't it?
It goes with everything.
I was actually wearing my Morganite ring, which I hadn't, for whatever reason, hadn't taken it out of my jewellery box for a while, and I was wearing it, and I'd literally driven down into town, and I kept looking at it. It was hard to concentrate, and I was thinking, Eleanor, focus on the road, because I kept looking at my Morganite. So I put a picture on my Facebook page, on my presenter page. Loads of you messaged. It is a beautifully romantic gemstone. Well done. Stay on those phone lines. Congratulations to each and every single one of you. Okay, moving on to... Oh, it's not in there. Box number 4 from 9 o'clock, did you say? It's over there, isn't it? It is. I know which opal. You know, it's the opal. Yes, please, my darling.
How did I not see this? Oh my goodness. Look
I know.
at that.
Can you bring it, my darling?
Oh.
I've just noticed the length.
I'm so privileged to hold
Look at you preciousing it. Isn't it amazing?
No, I'm speechless. That's coming from my heart. Amazing. Oh.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yeah.
No way is that going that low.
I would want to buy that.
I want to buy this as well. Now, silica spheres, play of colour. I know many of you know that. Bear with me with how I'm holding it, because I'm trying to dwindle out some of the light here in the studio so it gives you a more accurate display of what you're actually going to get. Be on those phone lines. If you love your opal, the queen of gemstones, you'll love this strand. This has got so much performance of colour. It's astounding. It's absolutely astounding, totally natural. Now for one moment I want to slightly deviate off what you might normally hear some of your jewellery maker hosts and presenters talking about. Myself, I would usually start talking about how this gemstone is so varied, etc., etc. But I want to talk about the locality. I'm going to actually contradict what I said earlier on. I said the country of origin is not necessarily a valuing factor. The gemstone is. Well, how about if I said that Ethiopian opal is potentially on the verge of depletion? The main seam is no longer in production. There is a small area just to the west of that main seam which is producing opal. However, it's only a small supply. Hydrophane performance, and this is what I mean. Hydrophane performance, spectacles of colour. We're going to have to bring that price tag in because already we've got so many of you there. Look. Oh, I'm sheltering it because that is a more accurate display of what you'll receive in your hands, what you'll witness when you get this home. It's some of the finest opal that I've ever seen here on Jewellery Maker. My goodness, Christine, Mary, Catherine, well done. Gail and Kent, you're with me as well. Isn't that astounding? Every single one of those beautifully faceted rondelles are producing hydrophane, like a liquid performance. It should be, this is astonishing, £49.95 should be. It's one of the longest strands I've ever seen. It's certainly one of the most supreme quality. This gemstone from this location potentially could be depleting, so it's certainly added to my list. It's up there with your tanzanite, it's up there with your ametrine, it's up there with your chrome diopside that I would say get sooner rather than later, because this beautiful gemstone, which is so wonderfully distinctive from this location because it has got that almost, well, it's like a crystal-like appearance, a transparency, meaning the eye, the colours can be seen not just across the surface of the gemstone but all the way through, right the way into the heart. It's my personal favourite when it comes to your opal, and I guess I shouldn't really have a favourite, but I do, because when you see amazing quality like this, my goodness, it is astounding, isn't it? It is. Imagine owning it. We have got a limited quantity. West Yorkshire, Anita, Brenda, Sandra, it will sell out. It will sell out. It shouldn't be anywhere near that price tag. Just hold this out for you because they are sizable, they are significant. You could easily restrand it, and you've got 360 degrees there. Well done from the very bottom of my heart. Don't go anywhere though, because we've got so much more to bring you, including an amazing chalcedony strand. We've got the beautiful kits, and believe me, 2 kits after this break, the jewellery. It's some of the finest I've ever seen, so make sure you don't go anywhere because it needs to be appreciated.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and Freesat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the home page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund. Did you know that no matter how many times you purchase with Jewellery Maker in the same day, you'll only be charged 1 postage and packaging fee?
In case you didn't know, Lucy is pregnant, so come and join us to say goodbye and wish her luck. Tune in Sunday from 1 p.m.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. Nice to have your company. Now we're going to go straight into my presenters picks. Those of you that know me, and hopefully a few of you do now, will be able to tell me what gemstones that I absolutely love. We were just having a short conversation there and saying what gemstones we love, and we're both off the same page really, aren't we?
Very much.
Chalcedony as a wonderful gemstone, a member of the quartz family, but actually forms in a different way to sort of your standard quartz. Because the crystal formations are quite tight and compact together, they call it a crystalline basically. It gives you almost a sort of cloudy, mysterious, beautiful, beautiful characteristic, which I can't think of another gemstone which has got similarities to. I was looking, whilst we were waiting to come on air this morning, I was like, you know what, I'm going to do some research for price comparisons. I do that on a regular basis. And chalcedony is a gemstone which is favoured by many big designers, big high-end jewellery designers. And I was looking at chalcedony, and you can do this, look on the, enter your search engine site, chalcedony designer jewellery, £5,000, £2,000, £6,000, not surprised at all. I love this strand. The quality of every single one of those I'd be buying two, restranding one like this, and then using them individually, maybe for some matching earrings. I'm going to hold it up to the neckline first, because this is fabulous. Look at that wonderful, distinctive colour. It's a very distinctive gemstone. You can understand why so many big designer boutiques go to chalcedony for these gorgeous displays of tones.
This is a crowd puller.
It is.
Keep it on your stall. Everyone will come and check.
It is. It's going to draw customers to your stall, aren't they? Irina, Alicia, well done to you. Alexandra, Myra, Dawn, Valerie, multi-buyers, everybody. We've got multi-buyers there. I mean, look at that very dramatic one in the centre. That on some long chain, maybe a 32-inch necklace, just suspended. Oh, beautiful. I want to get two of these strands. I'm also thinking maybe a tiara, a bridal tiara, so you're covering the something blue. Lauren Cheshire, what a stunning strand, would wear it just like that. Yeah, I'd be buying two. One like that, and then one maybe to create some matching earrings. Maybe a single pendant if you wanted to sort of dress it down ever so slightly, and maybe a fascinator. I mean, you could stand these up, couldn't you? Proud. They're so gorgeous. It's one of my favourite strands of the entire month. Of the entire month.
Well, I can see why you would say that.
It's incredible. But look at the fluidity of colour as well. Because chalcedony can absorb various different colours. So you can see it in pink, you've seen it in green, you might have seen it in yellow in the past. But look at how uniform those colours are. So it could easily just be recommissioned into one suite. Readily, and the graduation is perfect, isn't it?
It's perfect, isn't it? Yeah, you like you said, you only need to restrand it. Yes.
With silver, maybe a couple of your Stardust spacer beads in there, maybe a couple of your clear quartz if you got that earlier on. Look at how many of you are with me. I've got to bring the price in. Kim's saying, Elle, price. I know you love the gemstone. We've got to get in there. So many of you there. How many have we got in terms of quantity, Kim? We had 84, we've got 30 left. I bought a pair of blue chalcedony earrings. I'm allowed to do this, it's a direct comparison with our own business from our sister channel. Yes, I got a staff cost. Of course we get perks. Got a staff cost. Yes, there's sterling silver in there, but there is no way near. If I just took maybe, I don't know, 2 of those in sterling silver earrings, I paid more than that for just 2. With your investment of time, your fabulous, fabulous skills, jewellery making skills, you could create some really luxurious high-end jewellery. It's as good as gone, by the way, but don't abandon those calls. I got to hold it up to the neckline once more. Can I, am I allowed? Am I allowed?
Oh, lush. So
It is lush, isn't it? Lush. It's that sort of frozen colour, isn't it? You can imagine Elsa from Frozen.
Princess, yeah, you do look like a princess.
You can. It's that sort of colouring, maybe with the odd flash of silver as it's sold out. Well done.
Oh.
I'm not willing to part with that yet. That's going right next to my pearls and my opals and my clear quartz.
Oh, with the pearls, did you see that, how well it goes?
Yeah, it goes beautifully with those pearls. Now, speaking of beautiful, I've lost my shoe again. I'll just kick them off. I always lose these shoes, they slip off. Speaking of beautiful, this kit and all of the jewellery that you have created alongside is it's going to blow you away. Being honest, and I'm going to put this out there, this should be a DVD. You need to do a DVD of this collection. They're amazing. I think it's some of the most beautiful jewellery that I've ever seen here on Jewellery Maker. I'm not saying that lightly. She is incredible, isn't she? Every single one of us as well. And you're very humble, my darling. We were all saying some of the most beautiful jewellery. I love every single piece I would wear. And every single piece I would pay. I would pay a lot of money for.
I would say that, I mean, the kit is amazing, you know. If I was home, I would buy this kit for the wires.
Well, this is the first time that I have seen a kit which has got 4 spools of 100-metre wire.
100 meters, yeah. I don't know, when was the last time we had that?
I didn't even think we had any in stock,
so
to be honest.
I'm not in a very good position where I can't, you know. I made, lots,
lots and lots of pieces.
But I can't own it because I'm not home.
Bless you, I know. And I doubt highly we've got huge quantities of it either, because they are the 100-metre spools. Yeah. Now, you are getting, how many? 40. Oh, man. 40, that's how many we've got. 40.
Oh, no.
It's gonna sell out. Now, we've got... let's see, 1mm gauge, you've got 0.8mm gauge, you've got 0.6mm gauge, and you've got 0.4, pretty much every single gauge really, haven't you? All the essentials. In your 100, I'm desperate to get hold of these as well. This is what you should be paying, £87.80. That's if you were to buy all of the components on the web. Not today. There are 40 opportunities, that is it. Once they are gone, they are gone, and I don't know when we're going to be able to bring you a kit like this again. So you're getting all 4. I mean, these are wire heavy pieces, and you've got loads left, I can see.
Oh, yes.
Tons and tons and tons left. Gorgeous gold. I mean, it's a staple, isn't it, to any jewellery maker's stash.
That's why if I was home, I would, yes, it's got amazing cabochons coming with it, but I'm not even looking at that at the moment. Just for the wires, I will be kind of waiting to,
press that option 1.
Just log in and buy it.
The desirability of a kit which is solely all your wire, the desirability and the cabochons are coming up in a moment's time separately. I didn't think we were allowed to do kits just like that as well, but you kind of have to be at in your racing blocks, listening, on your marks, get set, go. And by the way, that moment has already gone. With the moment the graphics came onto your screen, there will already, I haven't seen a call screen yet, but I'm certain there will already be jewellery makers making those confirmations to get hold of it. Can we even get hold of the 100-metre gauge wire? In gold? No, not all of them.
It's got all the essential wires, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1mm.
Yeah, all the essential wires.
Yeah. You're into wire weaving, go for it. You're a somewhat newbie in wire work. perfect, because then you can play around the, play with the wire. Don't have to worry about, I'm wasting
Am I
1
gonna
meter.
run out?
No. This will keep going for ages and ages.
Ages and ages and ages. Even here in the studios, I've got drawers right before me. Right here, there's drawers full of wire. I haven't got any of them.
Yeah.
Haven't got any of them. Almost half the stock has gone already. Let's bring that price tag in. So big discounts, big substantial savings to be had with the 4 spools that you are getting, $69.95. I can remember the days, and I'm sure Hannah will be watching right now, Hannah Roxbury, thinking, you don't need to price slash the wire because she's probably saying it at me now right now. You don't need to do it because we can't maintain the stocks. That might not sound logical. For us as your go-to jewellery supplier, I suppose, we literally, our shipments never, ever, ever, irrespective of how frequent we have them, never meet the demand. They always sell out instantaneously. I mean, we are global. We've got Australian jewellery makers tuning in. We've got USA jewellery makers. We're at Spain. I've certainly seen Holland on the phone lines many times. Let me just bring that one over across so you can see every single one of these beautiful pieces, and you've still got remaining quantity left, a lot of it as well.
Yes, I have a lot of it left. I haven't done anything with these ones because what I got was the cabochons. So, if you're buying, I think this kit comes with these patches, if I'm not wrong. Is it only wires? Because I just saw it on the...
Just the wire.
Is it just the wire?
Yeah, and then they come
fine.
separately.
That's
yeah,
perfect,
they come
yes.
separately.
Okay.
So yeah, they could be used for various different things. So we will get to this. But you've got loads left over, haven't you?
Yes, I have got quite a lot left, I must say.
Yeah. And I bet you're glad.
I'm so glad you could just keep going on and on and on, but I had to stop myself. Okay,
That's enough. That's enough. Now, before we do go over to your demonstration, what are you doing, sorry? Okay, we said we were running out of time. Kim's saying, Elle, we haven't got enough time. We're going to drop the price. We want those confirmations in. Most of the stock has gone, by the way, but okay. $59.95 for 4 spools. The only justification we have right now is that we are chasing our tail somewhat this morning because we've lost effectively 2 hours of the show. So we're trying to regain time. So that's the sole justification of this price point. I mean, that's pretty much buy 2, get 2 free, right?
Exactly. It's 100 meters. I can't even figure out.
It's buy 2, get 2 free, surely. That's working out at £14, 98 pence per reel, and that's working out at 58 pence per metre. That's got to be some of the most affordable gold wire that I've ever seen here at Jewellery Maker. Now, within the pieces of jewellery that have been created, we've also got these wonderful tiger's eye, and we were talking earlier on this morning about how the consistency of quality, the chatoyancy is absolutely smothered across every single one. If I can just, for one moment, I don't want to do this, believe me, but I just have to get my hand behind just to show you the quality of the chatoyancy. I'll just pick them up sporadically. I mean, look at that fabulous movement of tiger's eye across the whole surface of every single one of these cabochons. I've not seen tiger's eye of this size. Even on our sister channels, yes. I've not seen it of this size.
They're quite huge in terms of their size.
They are, aren't they? And they're
yes.
gorgeous shapes. Variation of shapes, variation of sizes, guaranteed is your 750 carats. Look, I mean, the tendency is similarly with your Labradorite, similarly with your moonstone. You get areas of the phenomena, don't you? Patches, so zones, I suppose, of the phenomena. This is almost, I go as far as saying that's 100% chatoyant, all the way across the surface of the gemstone. And everyone is saying, look at this, I love this because he's quite fat. He's got width.
I think I had 2 or 3 of those with, domed effect. It's like about a centimetre, I would say. Can you see that? If you see the... Yes, the width of it, you'll see.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They're amazing, aren't they? I bet you were brimming with excitement when you got this kit.
I was. Like I said, I had to stop myself. And the quality of tiger's eye, amazing. I think I told you earlier that it's usually, sometimes you find those slight, cracks, which is not very obvious. But this one, I kind of deep dwelled into it. I could not find any, they're so smooth.
I totally agree. Let's bring that price tag in for you. Lots of you loving your tiger's eye gemstone, which is, can and does fetch hugely considered price points in many locations around the world. Here in the UK, what? $12.95. Sorry, I shouldn't have said what. Sorry, that was a little bit like, I can't get my head around these prices. Do you know many Asian countries would actually look at your tiger's eye as valuable as a diamond? And it's understandable. This gemstone has got one of the most amazing spectacles and performances. It's just such...
The kit I got had 13 cabochons. I think this one has, how many? 8, 10, 11. So depending upon that, that's, it's quite a lot.
Amazing, absolutely incredible. And you've made, the beauty of that, 12, you've got earrings?
Because I could find, two
ones which
small
would fit?
ones. Yes.
Can I bring those earrings forward? I tell you what I'll do is, oopsie, I'll move these, shimmy these over a little bit so you can see everything, because the jewellery it's so beautiful. You've got to appreciate it. Can you see those earrings? Oh my goodness. I want to own every single one of these pieces of jewellery. Can you see that there, the ring behind? I was asking you about this as well, wasn't I?
Yes.
Now this is something amazing.
It's one of those pleasant accidents that
Isn't
happen.
that fabulous? Just move that to one side for 1 second so you can see all the way around.
Yeah, it's weird to tell how easy it is to do that.
Oh, and then this really long drop here. So you've got a round cabochon here, and it looks like you've got created almost like the sun, I suppose. Wire wrapping, doesn't it? It looks like a sunburst. Yeah. Then this pendant. Every single one. I want every single one. Shall I lift this up a bit? Do you see what I mean, though? Please do a DVD. Oh. I'm going to speak to. Look at, aren't they amazing? Just gorgeous, and I'm sure I'm not the only person saying so. I had absolute stars in my eyes when I saw your jewellery today. What is it you're going to be demoing, my darling?
I was thinking I'll demo the long, this pendant, the sun.
The one with the sunburst.
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. So we're going to be demonstrating this long line pendant. Yeah, I love that. Shall I bring it forward?
Oh yes, please.
There's so you did have to stop yourself. You said.
Yeah.
There we go. Now the tiger's eye is almost all gone, so we'll bring the wire back in. Amazing, actually, that the wire hasn't sold out as of yet. I'm really surprised at that saving, but it will do. It's only a matter of time. Yeah. So, okay, you are surrounded. There's so much here on our desk. Surrounded.
I'll make it quick so that we get chance to, bring those ones.
Oh, bless you. No, I want to know how you do this.
Oh, all right. Okay. Okay. Do you know roughly how long do we have for demo?
We've got plenty of time.
Have we? Okay, that's good. Okay, first thing to make that pendant is, I'm going through the pendant and then the rest is just chain hanging.
Okay.
So you need a coil, basically. And for that, any sort of, I've used the mandrel, the mandrel. Now this is leaf shaped, but a round would also work, an oval shape, any. If you don't have the mandrel, you can always use a pen or a pencil to get the coil
just to get it round as well.
I'm just making use of this one. So I'm going to coil
all the way around.
All the way around. To begin with, you have to keep it really tight, because otherwise it just keeps moving with the
So you're just pressing down with
just
your index finger?
Yeah, making sure that, if you have a particular shape, you can try to make sure that it gets that shape. otherwise, you know, still you don't have to worry if you don't get it exactly like that. Now, I know it's tight enough, so maybe I can still, now I can keep going.
And it holds itself into place now.
Yes. And this is how you keep going, and I've already done that bit here, so maybe I'll move over to the ready-made.
So there's one, a coil that you were doing earlier on. I saw you doing it earlier on. So fabulous.
I have the coil with me. I need to stretch the coil. So the best way to stretch it is hold on both the sides and very gently pull it apart. Very gently, making sure that, you know, the gaps are kind of consistent and uniform. So can you see that I'm doing it very slowly? So it's about applying pressure, keeping in mind that, you know, it's consistent.
Yeah, if you do it quickly, then you probably run the risk of some of the coils being wider than the other coils.
Exactly,
so it is worth
and then
doing
you're wasting time, you know, correcting it.
Yes.
So I think this gap is fair enough, because earlier, when the coil was like this, it's difficult to manipulate it.
Yes.
Now, because it's a bit, you know, distant now, it's easy to manipulate it. I can still look at, you know, the leaf shape that comes there and decide which side am I going to flatten it. I'm basically trying to flatten the whole coil now.
Okay.
If not, doesn't matter, just, you know, just keep it still and push it on one side.
Okay, so you're pushing
it down. So
you're just pushing all of those down. Now the wire and the tiger's eye are both looking like they have near-on sold out. So as it was expected. Now we have got the patches, we have got the thread, and we've got some more wire coming your way, which will be coming up, well, next really. Oh, should we do that now? Hang on, is that all one bundle? Are you kidding me? We're just going to bring these graphics in because they've sold out, and it was only a matter of time for that, I suppose. Did you realise that this was all one bundle?
I think when I saw this, I told him, oh, I wish I had these as well.
I know. Well, can you imagine how we wouldn't have been able to fit all your jewellery on the desk? No. This will sell out really quickly. So, yeah, it is your... If I just take the wires off for 1 second, you've got your bronze, your antique bronze, you've got your silver colour and your yellow gold. Antique bronze is 0.8, silver colour is 0.4, and your yellow gold is 0.6, so again, and these are the 10mm spools. Then you've got one of my favourite bundles of beading wire. I love that colour. Yeah. So those are those two. These are all coming together. So various different threading and your wiring material. Then you've got these gorgeous patches. Now, you were saying, what would you use these for if you had hold of these, my darling?
I use it in costume, basically. You know, I wear sari quite a lot, so, you know.
Sewn onto the sari.
Yes, so, and these patches we use to kind of, you know, I kind of use it on the sleeves or at the back of it to make a decorative blouse.
Oh, lovely.
From the back side. Yes, but something like this can easily be used as a pendant.
Yes.
But all of them can be used
these, I love these. They're so beautiful, aren't they? And they're really structured. You could sew into them, couldn't you, as well?
They're not like fabric, you know, they're not so flimsy. They're quite sturdy.
Yeah, they have got a rigidness to them.
Yeah,
they're kind of almost like there's wire actually in
can you see that, something like that, you know?
Yes, a third of the stock has already gone on this as well, so we knew it was going to be an on-screen sellout. So you've got that sort of rosy colour, you've got an antique colour, you've got a silver colour, in all of these different patches, unique patches, I suppose. 2, 4, 5 of each, basically, 5 of each colour, in various different designs. Yeah, I love jewellery which has had these kind of things incorporated into maybe a headdress, etc. We need to bring that price tag in. Don't forget, you're not just getting these, you're getting the 3 spools of wire and also your beading thread for £17.95. I mean, I can remember when my best friend got married, and I can be quite creative at times, and we decided on a hen weekend that we were going to dress up as showgirls. few years ago, quite a few years ago, and we were, you know, in your 20s then, and you don't mind. So I actually sewed onto a leotard, and then we created all the feather headdresses and the feather tails and everything. I sewed something similar to this onto a leotard. Do you know, it was fortunes.
You wish you had this then.
Fortunes. I mean, these are so beautiful and decorative, aren't they? Would you use them in interior design as well?
I'm just, these are coasters.
They are coasters, yeah. They could be beautiful coasters, couldn't they?
I think I have in one of the earlier shows. Those were different ones, not the same ones, but I did use them in jewelry as well, as a pendant and making it like a peacock or something. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, they're fabulous, and I do not know where can we find this anywhere else.
I know. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Actually, sourcing them would be difficult, apart from maybe
also
from overseas.
Looking for, how do you search for them?
Yeah, what do you search exactly?
Do you search for?
That's near on sold out. Now, we will be going back to you, my darling.
That's
I promise you that. But we're hoping that at some point something's not going to sell out, so that we can. No, I'm only joking. We don't. It's good that we have sales, but we will. I promise.
Yeah, that's true.
Both of us.
I know. Yeah.
Green chalcedony. I have got a green chalcedony friend. Sorry, it's what? It's your green onyx. I beg your pardon. That's what I was talking about. We were talking about chalcedony and your onyx, weren't we? Both of us. I mean, these are some of the longest strands of green onyx that I've ever seen.
I'm with you. It's
this with the wire. This with the gold wire.
I mean, there was a time, every time Jewellery Maker had green onyx, I would buy.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those gemstones that I think is, there's nothing like it. It glows. It really does glow.
You know, you can't explain, you know, what is it that you like about it? It's quite kind of special.
Unique, isn't it? Yeah. I kind of compare it to chalcedony in many ways, because it has got that sort of internal, unique. You'll know what I'm talking about, and I'm trying to find a word.
I know,
but it glows. It's not like an emerald. It's not like a peridot. It's not like a chrome diopside. And I love it. I love that very statement tone and colour. A cascade, big statement necklace, very Angelina Jolie. She wore a wonderful, and it was emeralds that she wore. And I'm thinking this would be as fabulous as the jewellery that she made. You could create, with the 4 strands that you are getting here, various different sizes. They are all top drilled, and some are sort of trapezoid shapes, some are droplet shapes. You could create a wonderful suite, couldn't you?
Yeah, perfect for flowers, design, you know, any nature-inspired one. See, this is bundle, and I remember the Morganite bundle we had earlier. They both are kind of, you know, when I looked at that, it's cherry blossom, you know, those flowers. I was thinking,
that would be amazing.
This is like tree of life, and, you know,
gorgeous.
Any flower-based design.
We've got a piece of jewellery made by Fiona Jones, and she's chosen the gold as well. Simple 360-degree necklace piece around the décolletage. It needs nothing else, does it? No. Absolutely nothing else.
That's probably just one of those strands.
Probably just one of those strands, yeah. One of those strands, a couple of spacer beads. I can't believe how affordable this is going to be. I would definitely... Oh, there's a pair of earrings there as well. Oh. I would definitely be multi-buying. That's working... This is going to be £2.23 per strand.
Come on.
I know.
Green onyx. I have bought green onyx before. Well, as I said, I have a big stash of green onyx.
£2.23 per strand. Why wouldn't... If you love your green gemstones... Onyx is an absolute must for me, because I love green as a colour. If you love green, this with the pearls earlier on, this with those big pearls would be beautiful, wouldn't it? I mean, it would be crazy not to multi-buy in my eyes.
I can't keep my eyes.
They're amazing. Just one of those strands at £8.95 would be astonishing. This is what Jewellery Maker do and Jewellery Maker do best. Kim, I always ask you for green onyx bundles. I always say, please, can you get some green onyx? If we've got it in the vault and if we've got it available, then we'll squeeze it in our show because I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I am being a little bit selfish, but I know you do as well. You love it too. Oh, yeah. There we go. We'll tune in when Kim and I are on, and hopefully we'll guarantee you green onyx. But so do you. Look at all those names coming in on the phone lines and on the web. Well done to every single one of you. 100 of these have gone. That's 4 strands, but look at the length of them. I mean, they restranded, just like Fiona did. Well, I can't even hold them all, there's that much. Fabulous.
Wow.
Amazing. I'd love to see what you do with these. Yeah.
Goes so well.
Does. Okay, back to your demonstration, my darling, because I'm just thinking green onyx and what you're doing as well. With
that goes so well with the gold, doesn't it?
Would.
Yeah. Yes, so I have flattened it. So can you see that? It's like
just pushing them down into the desk,
down, yeah. And, you know, I kind of try to spread it. Now, what I am trying to make it into is something like this.
Okay.
Okay. So I also have to make sure that now there's a cabochon coming inside.
So it's actually gonna fit round.
Fit round. So what? If you look at my pendant, it was these leaves. You could. I don't know if I can compare it.
Sure. Let's bring that over.
Yes, and look at the back side of it. Can you see that? Those petals. I have made them like proper flower petals. It's simply by stretching these ones up.
Just to give you a heads up, the green onyx, it will sell out. There's over 40 of you with it in your basket, and there's only about that quantity left. So, and there's still people on the phone line. So we are probably oversubscribed on that. So do make those confirmations at just over £2 per strand. Why wouldn't you? So you're manipulating the wire to make sure it goes all the way around your cabochon.
So it's completely up to you. If you want to leave it as it is now, it's perfectly fine. Can you see that this gives a completely different look to it?
Yeah.
But mine is, you know,
a little bit more.
I stretched it a little bit more. Again, I tried with the cabochon and checked if it fits in there. No, I'm not happy. I'm stretching it a bit more. So it's just playing with
progressive.
it. Progressive, yeah, working it out. Again, don't rush. Take your time slowly, because end of the day, you're making such a beautiful jewellery. You know, you might as well spend enough time with.
And the quality of the gemstones do, I suppose, deserve that patience.
Yes. So this is okay, but if you want to spread it further on, go one by one, making sure that they're coming out as petals.
Lovely.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So here, it's further. That's a different look. So because I'm rushing it here, it's not coming out that well. But I have. Let's consider something like this. Now, this was made for a different cabochon, but let's assume I've made this
for a round cabochon.
Yes, I've made it for a round cabochon. So this is where we want to come to. This I have cut it a bit shorter, but keep it long if you can. If not, that's okay. You have this, and use. You have the 0.4 millimeter wire spool as well.
So is this 1 millimeter wire?
Oh yes, this is 1 millimeter with 0.4.
Okay.
So those are the two wires I have used for this pendant. Now I need to join these two, so I'll start with holding the two ends together, and to begin with, I'm just going to wrap it 3 times. Now I know the circle, it's not going to move. What I am going to do next is make a netting inside this. You won't be able to see it in the pendant because I have worked further on it, but you can always compare with this one. There's another ready-made thing I've made.
Yeah.
So this is my aim, from this to that. To
so
make
just weaving in and out, is it?
Exactly. You can either use the Viking knit technique, or you can just move around, just, you know.
Uniformed, yeah.
Yeah. Even that'll work. I can actually tell you how I have used it there. That's why I asked. You know, I don't know how.
Yeah, no, you're okay. Yeah, you're okay.
I'm okay with time. Okay. So to begin, this is what I did. I used one petal in, don't leave a bit of gap there. Bring it outside the other bring it up the other petal. So what you've done here is you've sort of joined these two petals, but at the same time you get a loop.
You're creating a bit of a loop.
Yes. It need not be very uniform because the cabochon is going to come on top of it anyway. So just pick another petal, then you come out. There,
Fabulous.
another one.
Gorgeous, yeah. So it is progressive, isn't it? And
It's
that's
progressive.
Quite therapeutic.
It is. So you go round and round and round and round, and you will come back to this end.
Point.
And then what you can do is you can make use of, now you will be looping inside these ones. Or these ones. You just pick any of those. Just make sure you're going round and round because it looks nicer.
Yeah, that's lovely like
So
that. It's a nice piece of jewellery like
yes,
that.
so I've just netted it. Like I said, you could use any technique to make sure that the base is covered. And this is where it is going to come.
Beautiful.
Okay, now
That's the back of what we've just been showing.
Oh yes, yeah.
I just turn that round. There we go.
Yes.
And that's what we're about to create.
That's what we're about to create. You need slightly longer 0.4 wire for this one. So if I make a guess, I've taken about 1.5 meters for this. Because the last thing you want to see is,
Connections
it's not
and joins.
enough, and then you've got connections and join. It's okay to keep those as long as you need to work extra to make sure that there are no sharp edges, coming out. But to be on the safe, this is how I do it. If I can handle this, the length, I would rather take a longer one.
Rather have more than less.
Yeah. Now, this is again to begin with. So yeah, I've explained how I come to this level, and now you need to secure the wire. I don't know if I explain how I did that. Do you want me to do? It's the join basically. After I've joined it, you cut the main wire properly, and you make a coil.
A bit of coiling.
Yeah, a bit of
and wrapping
coiling,
together.
yeah, so that even if you can use that as a decorative piece in the.
Yeah, lovely.
So, yeah, like
Okay.
that. So that is how we came to this. My wire is gone. Yeah.
Here we go. So now you're about looking at sort of fixing the cabochon to the front of your
correct.
backing.
That's
okay.
correct. So I'll secure it by looping it 3 times.
Around the bail, effectively.
Around the bail effect, yeah, correct. And I'm going to place my cabochon there. What I'm going to do is I'll pick a petal on the right side, not at the middle of it, but somewhere
along the right side.
Along the right side, around from here till, let's say, this one, and I'm going to put it down. You can see that. Did you see that? It just slipped down.
Yeah.
So to begin with, don't pull it too tight because it'll just slip and go down. Hold on to it with your thumb.
Yeah, lovely.
And I'm going to bring the wire back on through, the gap between the 2 petals. I'll use that gap and bring the wire up again. And I'm going to take the next petal here and go down.
Okay.
Hold on to that. It's still loose. Then the 3rd one.
So it is literally working your way around
literally,
every
yes.
single one.
And this is what gives that sun, that
Fabulous. So
effect.
every petal, keep working your way around, alternating. So you basically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
all the
correct.
way.
That's correct. So if this is like 1, if this is 1 and this is 10, then you're going 2 and 11, 3 and 12,
Yeah.
4 and 13.
Lovely.
Like that. So
it is looking like everything is going to be a sellout. If you continue that process, this is what you end up with. Rajitha, your jewellery is just
thank
stunning.
you.
I'm sure you all agree. Look at that. So you can actually see where you're actually progressively
exactly.
working around.
See, can you see that? See, it
Yeah.
is such an easy technique to grab a cabochon. anyone can do.
But one of the most beautiful, I truly think so.
Oh, thank you.
So wonderful. Congratulations to every single one of you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, we've also got another kit to bring you. I'm going to go straight over to it because, again, we're sort of chasing our tail somewhat this morning with everything selling out, by the way, pretty much. If you were watching on the previews, then do give it a try because you never know, something might have slipped out of a basket or something like that. It's a shame to sort of push them to one side because they're so beautiful, but we're going to upload the pictures onto Facebook for you as well. Now, on to the next kit, and this is all about, you've created fabulously delicate earrings, pendant designs. I'll show you the jewellery in just a second, but before I do, I'm going to have to get to the kit because there is so much, so much here. How about one of the most exquisite strands of garnet? How about one of the most amazing strands of amethyst? How about beautiful, beautiful sparkling luster? In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take them off here for one moment because there's so much. You need to see them on the back of the hand, really. You've got multiple findings, which I will actually get to, but the faceting and the combination of all of these gemstones are, oh, look at that.
It's a Friday night.
This is luxury to me.
It is. Yeah. Amazing gemstone. Every strand has, it is.
And
beautiful.
They work with each other, don't they?
They do.
Really work with one another. Look at the quality. The garnet's my personal favourite.
Yeah, I think my favourite has to be the amethyst.
Amethyst, you love the amethyst.
It's,
so intense, isn't it?
So intense, exactly.
I'm going to guess, and I don't know this for certain, but I'm guessing that Zambian amethyst, just because it is so intense.
But
yeah, African, so yeah, probably is, more than likely.
All the strands, they're gorgeous.
They work beautifully. I love this garnet. Look at that. Totally and utterly natural, and the fact they are diamond-like shapes, aren't they? Drilled through the centre. Garnet and amethyst against one another work wonderfully. You've got a wonderful clear quartz there, which are your plain rounds. Let me just double check that because they're so sparkly. I was just getting closer to see if they were actually faceted, but no, they are plain rounds. And then you've got your pyrite rondelles. So it's a big, beautiful combination of gemstones. If you love the 1920s era, if you love the sort of Great Gatsby where it was all about showing off, I suppose, and not being afraid to mix and match colours and mix and match textures, certainly, well, this will be one for you. But guess what? We're not just done there. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of genuine gemstones, we're not just stopping there. We've got your standard bead threading pack, your monofilament, your clear elastic, and your beading thread. Sorry, I went blank then for a moment. So you do get that alongside. So especially with the beauty and the clarity of some of these gemstones and the clear quartz, etc., you'd want to use maybe your monofilament, which is going to be more of an invisible. And you used that as well, haven't you? And then multiple findings. So how about one of our findings packs plus all of these extra earring hooks? I love the simplicity of these. They're elongated. As you can see, the shepherd hook comes right the way round. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because it's certainly something that I look for when buying jewellery, shepherd hook earrings, because they're secure. I know that they're not going to slip out very easily. That extra long length at the back of the ear, which will go through the ear, and also weight is going to hold those earrings in place. As you can see, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of the extra earring findings. They're gorgeously lustrous, a very crisp silver colour, and all of the findings that you see here, including so much so I can't pick it all up. Oh gosh, it's all. There's so much coming your way.
I love those jump rings, those decorative ones. Can you
These
see
ones?
Them? No, they.
Yes. Let me move them out the way for a second. The threading material.
Because they're quite special in the kit.
Oh, they are, aren't they? I've not seen these before. Bear with me. Rajitha's talking about these gorgeous jump rings. Yeah, imagine a chainmail piece with these. You're getting 10 of those, plus your toggle clasp, plus your usual shepherd hooks. You've got your featherweight head pins, your usual head pins, your decorative head pins. You've got multiple earring findings here, jump rings, S-clasp, toggle clasp, and length of chain, and all of these wonderful gemstones, plus the additional shepherd hooks that you saw just moments ago. Should be £45 and 10 pence. That's where we should be. Wow.
It's got 5 gemstone strands, and
Less
can you
than-
see the
that's
quality of those? They're special strands. They're not
special,
like, you know,
no, exactly,
yes.
specialist strands.
Yes.
That's working out. Irrespective of all the findings, let's say a £5 per strand.
Yeah, if you completely ignore
If you
the
completely
rest, yeah.
disregard all of the findings and the threading material, everything. I mean, the garnet, listen, I should talk about the others, and I hopefully am, but the quality of the garnet, this to me says gold jewellery. A natural gemstone, and when it comes to your rhodolite garnet, which has got a very distinctive sort of grape juice colour, it's got a fusion, a flash of purple as a secondary tone coming through in the gemstone, wonderfully refractive. So I'm not surprised in the least that you've chosen to make earrings and a necklace with this, Rajitha. Wonderful, absolutely gorgeous, diaphanity, brilliant, just incredible. Stay on those phone lines as soon as you possibly can. I'm guessing we've got a limited quantity of these. Yeah, it's hugely popular. There's about 10 of these left. That's all. 10 of these left. Everything pretty much is sold out. Look at all these pieces of jewellery that you've made.
Yeah, I think it's the other way, the purple one. You need to turn it
This way round?
Yes, please.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
I wanted to keep this as a beading project, because I could have gone, you know, those who do kumihimo, all the gemstones are perfect for that. But I thought, because there's already one kit with a lot of wire work going on, and I thought I'll keep one simple, where even the you know, beginners could learn from it.
Yeah, and also
they're very simple to make.
The quality of the gemstones, you
That's
know,
the thing.
just let the gemstones do the talking sometimes. I'm all about that. Keep things simple. Oh, these are beautiful pieces. I love these earrings.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's the thing. I wanted to make something after the shape of the garnet, so I thought, you know, and I think it's the shepherd hook shape that gave me the inspiration to use it like that.
They're fabulous, aren't they? Allowing the light to really get through. These are wonderful as well, your chandelier earrings. Allowing the right light to really get through your amethyst and your garnets. Is it sold out? Yeah, I thought so. It has sold out. And you've just used monofilament there, so we were talking about actually...
Yeah, because I was kind of challenging myself. Why don't I use, you know, monofilament whilst I'm doing all these projects? So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go with the monofilament challenge. But I think I told you earlier, I wasn't happy with the stick man.
Rajitha didn't like her necklace that she just made this morning. She thinks it looks like a little stick man. I like the stick man. Do you know what? He's doing a dance though.
I don't know.
I love that. And he's got little
I wasn't sure if I should even put
on.
it there.
No, I like him.
Oh, thank you.
I like him. It is like a waterfall design, isn't it?
Yeah, that is what I was thinking, but, you know.
I like little stick men. I like that. It's sold out. Sold out. Happy creating.
I'm not surprised. As I said, it's the gemstones that, you know, do the talking here.
Wait until you see this, Rajitha.
Oh, wow.
I don't think you're going to need to buy earring findings for a very, very, very long time. This is 150 pairs of gold-plated copper. You've got your studs, for 1 second. You've got your shepherd hooks, 2 different types of shepherd hooks, and I'll just grab my tweezers for 1 second. Look at these. So you've got this type of shepherd hook. We've got a pair of tweezers that I can just grab. Thanks, Wes. Thank you, lovely. You're a good egg. So we've got these sort of fancy, decorative, curvy shepherd hooks. 50 pairs of those. Look at those.
Oh. You could also use them as just head pins if you think you've got too many of those.
head pins, absolutely. Then I've got another pair, which are your more traditional, I suppose, classic shepherd hooks. Let me just try and pick one of those. There's so much, they wanna stay together. Okay, so I'll just swap those over. There's that other type of shepherd hook, so you're getting 50 pairs of these. Again, that elongated, really dramatic hook, isn't it, on those? And then last but by no means least, we have got your classic studs, which, and I'll show you head on first, I wonder if you can see that, has actually got a jump ring for you to attach from if you wanted to, or not, as the case might be. Can you see that?
Those gemstones, just simple ones.
Yeah, simple drop earrings from the last kit. And they do come with your butterfly backs as well. I mean, if these to me, any guest designer, any jewellery makers that does craft fairs will be thinking, right, no brainer, get these. I could be busying myself in sort of the quiet periods. I can even be tailoring jewellery to customers' desires. And 150 pairs. I mean, I don't think you'll need to buy findings
for ages. And don't forget, Christmas fairs are coming quite soon.
Yes.
You will need those.
Yeah,
if you
very soon. Absolutely. I've been contacted by a couple of places. Loads of guest designers will say to me, earrings, they're my pocket money. They're my pocket money. I'm not investing an awful lot of time into them. It can be minimal gemstone carat weight as well. And they always sell. Now, we should be almost £25. That's an amazing price for 150 pairs of earrings. Pairs, by the way, that's not 75. That's 150 pairs. What can you get for 9p?
I was thinking it's 150 pairs, so even if £1 a pair, you know, it's 150. Okay, fine, 50p a pair, £75. 25p a pair, it's still in a 32.50.
You're good at maths, aren't you?
No, and you started with 25. You know, my lease was 32. You know, that is bringing down to 25.
It makes sense, though. Okay, £1 a pair. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, okay, that would be £150. Jewellery Maker would do it. Yeah. Progressively.
So it's like 150, 75, and 32.50, and it's
9 pence. 9 pence. You can't even get a bag for life for that. Can you? Can't get a bag for life.
Yeah, if it was
£14.95 for 150 pairs. I almost said 100. 150 pairs of earrings. And the fact that you have got that evening look to the daytime look. You've got that natural progression.
The good thing about this bundle is that you have got the shepherd's hook and you've got the studs, both.
Yeah, exactly. So I think day, night.
Yes. And there are people who prefer having, who don't like the dangly, the hanging ones. They would want to have a stud. And and they can be left on their own. I mean, yes, they've got that jump ring where you can actually attach gemstones to, but you don't have to, do you? You don't have to keep that on there. Just one of those clear quartz earlier on, just suspended from those. Thinking the Chalcedony.
Oh, the calcedony, yes. It would look lovely with the calcedony. I mean, it's an absolute no-brainer. It's a no-brainer for me. I'm going to leave those with you. Check out as soon as you get 9 pence. I know I keep saying it like that, but 9 pence. Can't get a whole lot for that. Now, I've got a few minutes earlier on today, and I'm absolutely astounded, to be honest, that I'm able to recap this. We have got, how many? 14. For the first time ever, in Jewellery Maker history, this weekend we have launched arguably the most desired, the most considered, the most beautiful. That's all personal preference, I suppose, but certainly commanding some of the most highest price points. Tahitian pearls. These are 11.25 millimetre. Now, very, very, very specific. And look, I've gone and left my tweezers over there again. Sorry, Wes. 11.25 millimetres. It's a Tahitian pearl. That's why it is so absolutely accurate. Now, we have 14 pairs available. That's it. Thank you, my darling. If you are in a position to treat yourself to these, because you are getting, not just getting one, you're getting 3. We've had so many messages into the studio. I've had messages, emails from customers saying, how many 30 are in baskets, but we've only got how many left? 14. Okay, so we're oversubscribed. I've had so many messages from jewellery makers who are saying, Elna, I've seen one Tahitian pearl at X, Y, Z. Yeah, it's not unusual to see just one singular pearl for 3 figures, and I'm talking 5, 6, 7, 800. It's not unusual to see one single Tahitian pearl at 4 figures and even 5, dare I say. This is valued because it is a very sensitive form of pearl, in effect that the mollusk, you have to treat it really, really respectfully in the cultivating process. It's formed within the black lip pearl, and you can almost imagine the inside of the oyster, can't you, where you see that mother of pearl. That beauty is transcending through to the pearl itself. But it's vastly expensive because also the pearl has to mature for 2 years before it will even start producing pearls. Do you know what size that is as well? This blows my mind. And it's something, you think of an oyster and you think of something sort of, I don't know, palm of your hand size, don't you, at best? It is a foot in diameter. The black pearl can be, after 2 years, is a foot in diameter.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
So that's how and why your Tahitian pearls can be some of the biggest. But look how beautifully uniformed, look how wonderfully spherical, look how smooth that nacre surface is, look how reflective and lustrous it is. Not just the one. Tahitian pearls, you do get those silvers, those greys, those overtones of greens, and aubergine flash of colour. Even if you were to buy these and sell them on, without shadow of a doubt and absolutely certain that you could make a profit on it. And I'm not just talking a few pound here and there. I'm talking considerably so. They are perfect. I'm going to bring you another one up to screen so you can actually see the quality, but please don't hesitate. We had just 14 of these remaining, and they will sell out. They will sell out because we're oversubscribed. Let's bring that price tag in. A huge, I'm not allowed to say that I word. I'm not allowed to say any gemstone is, I can't say it. Okay, I've got to be really careful, but the I word. I'm not a financial advisor, but this is a logical purchase, if you know what I mean. That's the best way that I can put it. That's the best way that I can without sort of crossing over that line, because I have not found a single other retailer that can bring you Tahitian pearls. And by the way, this is the first time that I've ever seen Tahitian, well, we've ever brought them to you on Jewellery Maker. On our sister channels, yes, we do. The price of 3, that's working out at just over £40 per pearl. Lisa in Cumbria, a single Tahitian pearl pendant online costs £699. You're giving us an amazing deal, and Lisa is one of many of you who'd messaged in. Thank you for doing that, because it's all very well myself saying it, but you know the quality. Look at how perfectly formed that pearl is. Isn't it fascinating? What makes a pearl spherical? Well, it starts from the tiny, tiny mother of pearl bead that's injected, and then it's farmed. It's basically emulating within the ocean. It's emulating that wonderful movement. I will say it for you. Investment. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. I have to be really careful. But yeah. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? I'm not just thinking about my own jewellery collection right now. I'm thinking about children I've not even had yet as an acquisition. And this is what we call legacy gemstones. It is a legacy gemstone. We've only got a couple of these left now. Carmarthen, well done. Catherine, well done. Pembrokeshire, well done. Diane, well done. Rosa Lane, well done. And Carolyn. How many are we down to now? 5. There's 5 left in the entire world, and 32 with this in their basket. So unfortunately, some of you are going to be missing out. And by the way, Kimbo is going to be buying one of these at 1 o'clock. So I say 1, she's buying 3, but the one price point. So if it's left in your basket, one of those 5 will be going to Kim. Just saying. Well done to every single one of you. Stay where you are on those phone lines. And from the very, very bottom of my heart, huge, huge congratulations. Now, I've still got an hour with you this morning, and we're chasing our tail, but we've caught up. We had a few technical issues, but it all seems to be resolved now. Coming up, though, after a very short break, we have 2 strands, not 1, 2, of ruby. But wait, I'm not talking a small length of ruby. I'm talking a huge length.
In case you didn't know, Lucy is pregnant, so come and join us to say goodbye and wish her luck. Tune in Sunday from 1 p.m.
Welcome back, everyone. Okay, my last hour with you today, and don't forget you've got Lucy coming up with her final day before she goes off and has her little bubba, which is just beautiful. Now, I've never seen anything quite like it. You know, I said not a titchy strand. I have to do my usual displaying of these. And I say I've only done this once before, but you're going to see it twice. How about almost a metre of ruby? I can't actually lift it anymore, so I have to go this way. Almost a metre of ruby. Oh wait, but is it? meters almost, well 180 centimeters to be precise, so just under, natural ruby, displaying those gorgeous primary reds. How do I put this all over my hands, you know, because there's so many of these beautiful gemstones. You can see that rich pigeon blood colour, you can see that wonderful distinctive glow that we all long and aspire to. The days that Jewellery Maker started bringing you such supreme members of the Big Five. We bring you diamonds now, we bring you tanzanite, we bring you emeralds. Ruby, I never thought that I would ever own, because when I first joined the jewellery industry, I suppose, it was a gemstone that I thought, yeah, that's just not in my league, it's not in my budget, it's not in my affordability. Thanks to such a wonderful company that, you know, I'll always say that. Some people might think I'm biased. I do it because of the ethics and the quality of the gemstones, and also because of my the connection, I suppose. But first and foremost, the fundamentals, the quality of the gemstones, and the fact that they work on an ethos that everybody should have the opportunity to own quality and aspirational gems such as ruby. Christine, you're in there straight away, my darling. 180 carats. What would you do with this? How many bracelets could you get out of this? Shall I try it with one of the strands? Rajitha, I mean, I know you've got stars in your eyes right now. I can see you going.
I won't go gem heavy with this.
You wouldn't go gem heavy.
And that is why I'm thinking, how many are you going to make?
Well, let's see. Okay, I've got quite small wrists, admittedly.
And it's not those nuggety strand. It's rondelles and, you know, very good quality.
That's just one of those, by the way. I've still got... That's 12 ruby bracelets using everything.
And I wouldn't even use... I would...
I wrap around my wrist anyway. Yeah, that's working out at 12. I mean, how easy would it be to actually... very few... I doubt very many jewellery makers will do it this gem heavy. You'd only really need, like, say, an inch.
That's what I meant, you know, an inch and a chain.
Yeah.
Done.
That's it. Done. Sorted. Yeah. King of gemstones. We've got a message in on one of those strands would look great twisted around the same length strand of pearls. What a statement necklace that would make. Yes, rubies and pearls next to each other. Shall I show you with the pearls from earlier on?
You could just put one ruby, you know, between those each pearls if you're making.
Yes, space out the ruby. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh.
I'm just showing you with one of the strands of the rubies, but you're not wrong. Look at that. It's obviously ruby as well, isn't it? It's not ruby which is so deep and dark that that you think it's maybe, I don't know, more of an opaque garnet. It is obviously quality, natural ruby, glowing. You've got that pigeon blood colour, most definitely. I love the fact some of them are a little bit more pinkish than others, and then some of that, right, primary red all the way to the moon and back.
I don't know why. Is that the reason? I'm getting that mystic feel from it.
It's the luster, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the luster that you're seeing across the surface of the gemstone. The fact that you have actually got silks in there as well. So ruby naturally grows and forms with tiny internal silks, which can play with the light as well. Yeah, they're naturally formed, so it's not being coated in any way, shape, or form. It's just the quality of the ruby that you're seeing there. Yeah, it does look almost like it's got it has got
Can you see that?
a mystic display. Sheila, well done. Christine, well done. Caroline, well done. Isabel, well done. The pearls, by the way, the graphics are underneath on the bottom of the screen there, so if you wanted to get hold of those. This is just astonishing. Absolutely astonishing, the deal. For 180 metres of genuine natural ruby. Here at Jewellery Maker, we bring it to you at £69.95. I never believed I'd own this gemstone, did you? That's £35 per strand. Every single one. I don't know if I've got time to count them, have I? Well, I'll see if I can count them on one strand, but I might be here a while. Whilst you're all dialing through, I tell you what, you're good at maths, aren't you, Rajitha?
Well, Yeah.
You're much better than me. if I count, say this much.
Okay.
If I count, well, a centimetre is,
3, 4.
let me see, 2, 4, 6. You've got 6 rubies, and obviously some are bigger than others, but let's go in the middle of there and do an average there. That's 540 rubies. I tell you what I'll do is I'll move it more into the middle of the strand, so do an average on size as well. So on 1 centimetre we've got 2, 4, 5. So 5 rubies per centimetre, say. That's 450 rubies. So times 2, that's 900 rubies. 900 rubies. I mean, you could make a pair of earrings with, what, 1, 2, 3 maybe, if you wanted to be really elaborate.
I'm just going to I can easily use 5 or 10 now.
Yeah.
5 each.
Be really gem heavy,
Yeah.
spoil yourself. Why not push the boat out?
I think it's just the ability to own ruby itself is a big thing. And then this is abundance.
It is abundance, isn't it? I mean, we bring you strands of ruby, which are what, 18 centimetres, and at this kind of price tag. Our most expensive strand of ruby, most considered, I should say rather, is how much? 18 centimetres, £87.95. You're getting 180 centimetres, not 18, we've added a 0 to the end of it at £69.95. I mean, obviously there's various different degrees, I suppose, but are you seeing definite reds? They're not so dark, they're almost burgundy. They are vibrant reds, aren't they? And here in the studio you can see that gorgeous glow. Wait till you get them out into natural daylight. That's when ruby really comes into its own. It's a gemstone that loves to be in natural daylight. Well done to every single one of you. I've never brought over a metre of ruby in a double figure price tag before. That's astonishing.
It is.
Almost 2 metres actually. Number... Look at this. Double strand of beautiful rhodolite garnet. This is a gemstone that we have been informed as hosts for TGGC, coming from our gem hunting team, that unfortunately, currently, I never say never, I always add that in just because things might change. Mother Nature does like to throw curveballs at us, etc., and things do vary in the gemstone industry. Currently, we are not able to commission rhodolite garnet of this quality into anything other than gold on our sister channels. That means, whereas we used to bring rhodolite garnet quite frequently in sterling silver, at the moment, and like I said, I've not heard any different, at the moment, there aren't any new sterling silver collections being commissioned. The rarity, the price has escalated so much to a point that we have to make it exclusively in gold. Now, I only have for you today 67 opportunities. You're getting 2 strands, and they are absolutely stacked on there as well. If I just try and move my arm ever so slightly so you can actually see all the way through those gorgeous gemstones, real intensity, fabulous refraction, performance of light internally. There is, let me see, 2 strands of 85 carats. They're totally natural. There is no known treatment for this gorgeous gemstone. It has got that real full-bodied colour. Once upon a time, garnet was massively underestimated in comparison to other gemstones, maybe in your big 5, like your ruby that you've just seen there. Those days are long, long, long gone. Big designers, your Bulgari, your Versace, your Chanel, your Tiffany's & Co, your Van Cleef & Arpels, your I could go on, basically, are all using this gemstone in their collection. Now, Kim has just said to me in my ear, and I will repeat it, she goes, Elle, the way you're talking right now, I know what sort of price you're thinking. Yes. You think I'm wrong? I'm not surprised by that, Kim, because you like to keep me on my toes. Yeah, listen, we do schedules, we have, but Kim doesn't always put what she does on my schedule because she likes my reaction. It's true story that. I haven't got a clue what you're doing with it now. but the web is alive. Jenny, Jeffrey, Pippa, Janetta. 2. Are you kidding me? Can we have 3 times the quantity of this, please? There is something about garnet with pearls as well. I'm going to bring those pearls back in. Less than £4.50 for a gemstone. And I was sat in our boardroom over in Eagle Road, £8.95, Rajitha. Isn't that amazing? I was sat in our boardroom over in Eagle Road. The CEO of the company was giving us a training session. He was talking about various different gemstones. He obviously feeds back to us what our gem hunting team, who go all over the world to source their gemstones, what they were discovering with your rhodolite garnet. Now, bear in mind, our head office over in Jaipur, you can source rhodolite garnet from there. And we often have first refusal from such locations. We still... And yet still, we've had to make a decision which we don't take lightly. We cannot commission currently rhodolite garnet of this quality into sterling silver. It has to be gold. Laura in Cheshire, rhodolite garnet is my favourite. Thank you, Kim. Isn't it? Kim, she says you're very welcome, Laura. £4.50 per strand. You really are. These two need to be... do you think? Do you agree, Rajitha? Those two together.
Yes.
There's something luxurious about it, isn't
There's
there?
so much of luster on with the strand, with the garnet.
That's all down to the fact it's really refractive. It's all down. I won't get too technical about it, but the gemstone can bend and play like. But yeah, look at that, and the fact that these are so sizable. With garnet, if these were a little bit smaller, you wouldn't see so much intensity of red. Because they are so, it's a bit like your chrome diopside. Because they are such rare sizes, you can really see that intensity of colour, can't you? The smaller, it's quite logical, I suppose. The darker the gemstone, the more extinction of colour that you tend to have. So chrome diopside specifically, it tends to be rare to see any chrome diopside faceted to big sizes because they lose their colour because they're so dark. The same applies with your rhodolite garnet. But yet, look at the sheer size of these. Less than £4.50 each. Linda, Sharon, Carol, Abigail, Beverly, well done to you. Gail, Christina, Sandra, Philippa, Lynn, hello to you. Laura, Linda, Kirsty in Australia. Jenny, hello to you. Claire, South Yorkshire. Jeffrey, Pippa, hello to you. Janetta in lovely Dublin. I was only over there last weekend. Hello to you. Ingrid, hello to you. Fazla. Got to move on. What a show. 2 strands, by the way. 2 strands. Okay, what did you say, sorry? 3 reels of wire. Oh, I love that colour. And cabochons. If you missed out on Rajitha's kit earlier on, you could recreate it with this bundle.
With the coloured wire.
With the coloured wire.
Can you imagine that array, sunray look?
Oh, these are faceted too. They're hearts too. We all love a heart, don't we? Oh, Rajitha, imagine this with the wire.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Isn't that gorgeous? Checkerboard faceted as well. So you see the shape of the heart, the wonderful banding and formation, and then that gorgeous faceting.
I would just mix and match with the wires. Like, I won't go a pink with a pink. I will go pink with maybe...
The copper?
Copper, yeah. Can you see that?
Yeah.
You know, a pink and that and black. Okay.
Oh, the pink and the black, yeah, that would be lovely. Oh, you can't see that because I'm in the way. Let me put that behind my hand.
Wow, it's an amazing bundle.
It is. It's a lovely bundle, isn't it? And you get the 3 spools. So in your fuchsia colour, you have 0.8. In your antique bronze, you've got 0.8. Are they all 0.8? Yeah, they're all 0.8. So so that would be your, I suppose, structure. Yep. The actual frame itself.
Yes.
Then all you would need is the 0.4.
Yep.
Done. Sorted.
If not that, use those wires to just coil, use any 2 different coloured wires, twist them together. That gives an amazing effect itself.
Yeah, I bet. I love that, like a gizmo.
Yeah,
Gizmo
like a
tech.
gizmo, or just simply twist
twist
them,
it together with a wire twister.
Because It's a very nice look. You
It
get
really is. Oh yeah, the antique with the copper, and they'll all go, won't they? In terms, if you look at all the gemstones next to one another, the fuchsia with your sort of chalcedony colours, not chalcedony, what am I talking about? Carnelian colours here. Then you've got almost a red onyx tone, and then you've got your beautiful sort of black agate there. They are all wonderfully complementary of each other. Now you've got 40 carats in each of your heart cabochons, and you've got 10 metres of each of the wire, which is all 0.8. You should be paying £32.15 for 4 pendants. Huge reduction, massive saving. It's a third off for you, £19.95. I love the pink. The pink's my favourite.
Yes.
Is it yours?
I have bought this pink cabochon separately. It's nowhere near the price it's coming out now if I do it per cabochon.
This to me screams Lola Rose.
Oh.
Other designers also use your agates, etc. But even in our shop right now, there's a pendant very similar to this, which comes off our own sister channel. But then finish it with your incredible wire work, or maybe set it onto one of your torque necklaces, which I noticed you're wearing one today, Rajitha. But yeah, just glue it on.
That's the thing. Those who don't do wire work, feel free. You know, it's okay to glue it on. It works perfectly fine. I've done that.
Absolutely.
And
well, jewellery establishments do. They do a lot of gluing,
They
even
always
with
do that,
diamonds. You know what often people think is the invisible setting, which was first patented by Van Cleef. A lot of jewellers will replicate that, and it should be set into the actual gold itself, but actually they're glued. Can't tell. You can't tell. Well done, a third saving. Well done to each and every single one of you. Love that. Love the checkerboard faceting as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay, box number 11. Oh yes, 2 strands. These are in perfect harmony with one another, aren't they? Both the longer lengths too, so as you can see, 2 long lengths.
I'm in love with purple today. It's not my, it's not my colour actually, but today I think, especially after the other kit.
You're feeling the purple.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Look at this. Even just for that one strand. I love both, don't get me wrong, but just for that rich, regal, luxurious. Doesn't it conjure up images? What, in fact, I'll ask the question. What does it conjure up images for you? What do you think of when you see this colour purple? Not necessarily the gemstone, but what do you think of?
It's...
Oh, interesting. Wizardry in Harry Potter comes from the gallery. Interesting.
Now I can't think of anything else.
Anybody else? Kim, what do you think of? You think of your birthday? So you think of purple and you think of your birthday? Yes, because you're an amethyst baby, yeah, absolutely. Do you know what I think of? Go on, no, go on.
No. To be honest, purple always remind any purple gemstone. First, I would think is, could I make grapes, the grape wine? Sort of thing.
Yes.
Those purple grapes.
Yeah, lovely red. Ooh, yeah, really nice. Yeah, with some peridot in there as well. Gorgeous.
Can you imagine that?
That would look fabulous. I think of crushed velvet. I think of crushed velvet, and I think of chocolate. I think of luxury. Decadence. To me, purple, this colour of purple, this specific tone where you have got those undertones of blue coming through, I think of definite luxury.
This is what I had. I felt when I saw the kit, when I got the kit with the amethyst.
Yes.
I don't know if it's the same place it's coming from, but
let's have a little look. The location of this is it African? Yeah, African, I thought so. Just because of the colour, it's a recognised tone. It's a very recognised tone when it comes from that location. 70 carats, beautiful, natural strands as well, not heat treated or enhanced in any way, shape or form. They are both rondelles, but the sizes, by the way, even on the ends of the strand, they are substantial. They're not teeny, 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 weeny, sort of 1 millimetres. They are significant. Anne, Anita, Surrey, Denise, Katrina, West Yorkshire, Shirley, multi-buying, Sarah, Merseyside. I've got South Yorkshire there as well, London with me as well. Let's bring that price tag in. Time has flown this morning. I know we lost a few hours, but we have made it all back. We are bringing you everything that we had originally scheduled. $12.95 for natural amethyst. If you've got a pen handy, just write this down, and I've spoken about it before, but it still is one of my favourite articles that I've ever read about gemstones, and I refer to it frequently. It's about amethyst specifically. Write this down. Purple rain, not as in rain the weather, rain as in returning to your rightful rain, and that's what they talk about. Amethyst returning to its rightful place in gemstone jewellery, because believe it or not, at once upon a time we fell out of love with it. Can you believe that? We did. We fell out of love with amethyst to a certain degree. And the reason for that is because there were lots and lots of retailers who were bringing you sort of very pale sort of tones of amethyst, the less desired rich intensities. So it became accessible, I suppose. But now, however, when you see such deep purples, colours like this, the rarity is escalated without shadow of a doubt. It is some of the most sought after. This strand here, I mean, that colour right there is like your quad A to your tanzanite, essentially. The more impact of colour, the more valuable the gemstone is. But yeah, it's in the Telegraph newspaper, and it says purple rain. And even if you put amethyst on your search engine site, read that. It's a beautiful read. It'll speak about Chopard. It'll speak about Van Cleef & Arpels, Bulgari, Kiki McDonald, another jeweller, and the prices that they do sell for. So well done. $12.95. Congratulations to you. Let's bring you some diamond-like beauty to go along with those. No. Oh, these. Okay. These are sizable rice beads. All about the sparkle. 140 carats of your clear quartz. Now, the first strands of clear quartz that we brought you this morning flew, hugely popular. Can you imagine the clear quartz from this morning? I don't know if it's still available. Very popular, might have even sold out. Imagine a piece with those two in. Amazing, isn't it? Can you imagine? Maybe with the pearls in there as well.
Wedding suite.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Yeah. Can you imagine? Wait. Sold out mine, so I'm just showing you because I love it. I need all of these in my life right now. Aren't they exquisite together? That would be, oh. But we all love clear quartz because of the how universal it is, and how I'm sorry, that's the wrong word, versatility rather of this beautiful gemstone. You can use it as an alternative to diamonds, can't you?
Oh yes,
and
definitely.
your zircons.
The facets are talking. But I'm just wondering. I don't know. Maybe Kim will be able to confirm. We are not doing much of the rice shape.
It's probably because no, I agree. It's a good point. We haven't got a great deal of it on the in the vault, as in this sort of shape, the rice shape.
And that too faceted.
It's probably the difficulty of actually cutting the gemstone. If you were to ask me, guess, Elle, why do you think that is? Because this is quite a similar shape to a marquise cut. Now, a marquise is one of the most wasteful cuts of gemstones. Because it goes in at the top and in at the bottom, you're actually losing a great deal of the carat weight. So therefore, many gem traders don't like to cut their gemstones like so. So I'm guessing that is why.
It's such a versatile shape, but you don't get to see it much often.
You don't see it that often. And that is me just literally saying, Potentially because it is like a marquise, because you have to, and also it's very difficult to cut, because if you imagine the angles, bear with me, I'm one of you, I've got here a clear quartz, I wish, that big, but yeah, here's your clear quartz, but as you go into the top of the gemstone and at the bottom of the gemstone, those angles are quite dramatic, they are quite dramatic, so one false move and you can literally chip off the gemstone, etc. So yeah, it's a wasteful cut. Let's bring that price in, because already web bidders are saying, Elle, that's incredible. Should be £12.95. Should be. Not today. Not on our watch. We're going to take it into a single figure. Well done, Jenny, Hazel, Carola, Tracy, Angela, Pat. Hello, Isabel. Hello to you, Mary Jane. Hello to you, Susan in Cheshire. That's a really good point that you've just made there, Rajitha. And something I've not actually consciously registered.
Because I haven't noticed that, you know, this much, you know, that often, and these are the ones where you see that, you know that you won't, it's not readily available.
No.
And that's when you need, you know, I would kind of get hold of it. And something like this, the shape-wise, another reason I call it versatile is you can always use it like a normal round gemstone, but you can always do it like a, you know, drop shape is possible, even though it's not drop shape.
Yeah.
But once you make
They
the
have
jewelry
got
out
that
of
elongation, haven't they?
You get that feeling. You can even try doing the briole wrap if you want.
Yes.
So that's why it's for that shape, and it comes with the cut, amazing cut.
Gorgeous cutting, yeah. Lots of you there, lots of you choosing to multi-buy as well. Congratulations to each and every single one of you. I love it too, absolutely love it. I've got to move on, and that's Brazilian, by the way. You know, I was talking about that wonderful crystal clear clarity that often comes from that location, just amazing. Box number 9 from 10 o'clock. There's nothing in 9 from 10 o'clock. Oh, the big ones. I noticed these earlier, Kim. How could I not? I would need my eyes testing if I didn't notice these. We've got 20 in the world. Have you been admiring them as well?
Oh, yes.
You know your kit. If you loved Rajitha's work, and I'm sure you did, these into your necklaces, that demonstration, look at the size. They are, I call them chubby. Oh yeah, Mark calls them dumpy onions. Oopsie. I call them curvy. Look at that. Look at the performance. Look at that labradescence. Are you seeing the reds there? Just there in the corner? The rarest colour to get in your labradorite is that flash of red because of the wavelengths, the distances that it travels to. If I just, in fact, let's bring it up, the strand up, so you can really, every single angle, every single one of those checkerboard faceted, giving you that flash blue, turquoise. You've got almost Paraiba displays coming through there. Then you've got your golds, you've got gorgeous greens, and that's just one. Move along. This is more about your intensity of gold coming through. There, right. See that? Look how different they all are. All your labradescence. This is all about the coppery tones. And I think everybody has got a favourite, haven't they? I do love the golds. I do absolutely adore the golds. Dio, you love the blues. Look at that red. See that pink?
It's a purple. You know,
it is a perfect rainbow, isn't it? Oh, look. We've got only a handful of these available. Once they're gone, they're gone. They are sizable and significant, 18 to 30 millimetres. And on this strand, I've got, let me just count these, seven gorgeous faceted gemstones. Cannot award enough stars. That's such a lovely, lovely review. It says it all, doesn't it? It tells you everything that you need to know if you're considering purchasing this. I call them wow. And me. They are wow, aren't they? Look. I mean, that's like a peacock, isn't it? It's like a peacock feather. Amazing. Let's bring that price tag in for you because it will sell out. £21.95. We are very privileged and blessed to have some of the finest quality labradorite that we've ever seen here at Jewellery Maker throughout 5 years, in actual fact. We were all talking management, hosts, crew, directors, producers, admin staff. We're all saying, you know, the Labradorite that we seem to be offering you just lately, and we will always endeavour to bring you the best of the best of the best that we can possibly source. It's unprecedented. Labradorite can be, it's got that wonderful mysterious colour, but it's all about the labradescence in terms of its value and factor. And my goodness, you've got it here on both. Not both, all of them. What am I talking about? Every single one. I love that flash of gold behind. Can you see that? It's like a secondary. It's quite heavenly, that gemstone. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. I have got one more Labradorite strand to bring you. And it's, by the way, these are the only 2 strands of Labradorite that I've brought you so far today. This is a unique cut. And you know, Rajitha, you were talking about falling, that sort of shape that... Wait till you see these. My goodness, look at the width on them as well. These will fly. Perfect for wire wrapping rings, aren't they? Can you see that? Wow. Look at the thickness of them. I tell you what I'm going to do. Show you every single one. Look, flashes of gold.
Can you imagine the cufflinks made out of this?
Yeah, cufflinks would be fabulous, wouldn't they? Oh, look at this one.
Those chunky ones.
Look at that. Amazing. And by the way, these are the smaller ones. I've started at one end of the strand and I'm progressively working my way up. Look at that. Look at this thickness of these. Yep. Very dramatic, aren't they? That's that neon blue, isn't it? Like a lightning bolt coming through. Labradescence, tiny microscopic inclusions playing with the light. This should be £24.95. You've got that slight twist as well, that slight curvature. Today we're bringing it to you at a price reduction. Lowest ever price point on your screens. Grab it whilst you can. A unique shape, not seen this previously before, and I love it. I absolutely love it. The curves of the gemstone. £17.95, under £20 for all of these beautiful pendants. And they're sizable enough to warrant pendants, small enough to be a pair of earrings or even a chunky ring. I mean, that's substantial. I've never seen Labradorite with such width behind it.
Yep. They're like you know those marbles, you know?
Yeah. Oh, they are like marbles, I suppose, aren't they? Yeah. Look at that flash of green coming through. Amazing iridescence. Grab it whilst you can. Stay on those phones. I've got less than half an hour with you before the lovely Lucy steps into the studio, so don't go anywhere. Box number 1 from 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Tubes. It's the tubes with, of course, your JM branding, which I love. Love those. They're great for gifts, for your stocking fillers. These go such a long way. Did she just take a... I love that advert. The Tic Tac advert. Have you seen it? Did she just take her Tic Tacs of me? Other sweets are available. But yeah, look at how many gemstones you get in here.
I have that.
You have these?
Yeah, I haven't used them. I don't even want to mix them. It's amazing to see them like that.
They are, yeah. They're beautiful like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Why would you want to separate? I love the fact that you've got sort of aquamarine blues, then you've got maybe your amethyst tones here. Then you've got your tanzanite blues. You've got amazing ruby tones, pink sapphire tones, rose quartz at the bottom. All those different variations.
Kind of mirrors the Jewellery Maker logo as well.
Yeah, it does. It does. This is your dyed quartz. And the reason why we bring you quartz specifically in various different colours is because it has, as a gemstone, it has got quite a rough crystal formation. If you're thinking, well, why is that relevant, Eleanor? Why do I need to know why a gemstone has got a rough crystal formation? It's because it can absorb a lot of colour. That's how you see these wonderful sort of quad A tanzanite blues in your quartz. That's how you see almost primary reds of your ruby in your quartz. It can absorb those colours perfectly. 460 carats in total. They're all 4mm plain rounds. various different shades of your blues and your pinks, well, and your reds. In reality, that's what I certainly see at the top. A gemstone essential for replenishing your stash, and a very affordable way of doing so, because these tubes are very deceiving. Believe me, I'm not going to do it because they will go everywhere, but if you think that's probably just under maybe an average length of a strand, and of course then you have got the entire circumference of these as well. Good luck to every single one of you. If you restranded these, I am guessing, but it'd probably be around 1 metre, if not more, of gemstones. That's working out $14.95. $14.95 for the 2 tubes. I mean, that's an absolute giveaway deal, isn't it?
How many strands are you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, strands as in, you know, regular.
Regular strands?
Yeah, yes.
Well,
so if you just try to calculate it in those terms, you're having how many? At least 6 strands?
in one tube?
Both the tubes?
In both, 6 strands at least,
At
yeah.
least.
At least.
I'm only taking one colour, one strand,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh yeah, I see what you mean with the colours. Yeah, absolutely. Well done to every single one of you. Moving on though, box number 2. Yeah, I was straight to this. Kim said to me, the gemstone, and I knew straight away where it was. I've been looking at it throughout the entirety of the morning. The colour just grabs you. If you were with me earlier this morning and you saw me bring the Ethiopian opal strand, I was talking about how the gemstone in that locality may well be on the verge of depletion because the main seam is no longer in production, unless they suddenly stumble across another area which has got quantity of that gemstone. It may well be on its depletion. Never say never, of course. Chromed, so I said, get it whilst you can. It's up there with my tanzanite. It's up there with your amethyst. Get it as soon as you possibly can. Diopside, I'd easily slot into that category as well, because it fits into 2 stages, 2 categories that the Gemological Institute of America refer to as not just apparently rare. Every one of Mother Nature's gemstones is apparently rare, but actually rare. Actually rare, meaning that it is rare in the trade as well. For us as a look at that colour. Sorry to stop myself. Is there anything quite like it?
So intense.
It's totally natural. And this is Russian diopside? Wait. Okay, forgive me. Everybody at home, this mine, the Russian diopside mine, we have not been able to get in touch with for, it's got to be pushing 18 months now. We haven't bought a single Russian diopside gemstone for over 18 months. We used to buy directly from a gentleman called Mr. Ying. He's one of the few licensed dealers of this gemstone to the west. And his words, when we saw him last, I say we as if it was me, it wasn't me, of course Steve Bennett, was talking directly to Mr. Ying, and he was saying, I can't get in touch with the mine. It seems like the phone lines are disconnected. So it's either no longer in production because, and that was, it could potentially, that could be the case because so little of it was coming out of the ground, and we all know about the extreme weather conditions, the fact the mine was only actually producing for 3 months of the year, but also the fact that there's a massive desirability of Russian diopside over in China. So we believe it's either no longer in production or a Chinese dealer has actually bought the actual rights of this gemstone. So we can't say for definite as of yet. We haven't had definite confirmation, but either or, it's not looking good for us here on owning Russian diopside. A beautiful strand of quality gemstones, absolutely, Jacqueline. A beautiful strand of quality gemstones which are almost impossible to get hold of. Juicy. Love that. Gavin says juicy. It is a natural, intense gemstone which bucks the trend of Mother Nature to a certain degree. You know, sometimes you look at pearls and you think, yeah, I can see it's from that location. Your Tahitian pearls, you look at and you think, yeah, I can see it's from the French Polynesia. You look at, let me see, think of another gemstone, Larimar, and you can see it's from your Dominican Republic. Russian diopside, it doesn't look like it is from that locality. We're going to have to bring that price in because we should be, you know, when a gemstone fits into those 2 categories, not just actually rare, not just apparently rare, but actually rare, we could name a price, and most retailers do. We're going to take it to our lowest ever price. Get it whilst you can, even if you don't know what you're going to make with it yet, even if you don't know what you're going to create with it. An acquisition, that's an absolutely sensible acquisition in a gemstone, which, I don't know, potentially it could fly through the roof in terms of the price escalations, and it is. It shouldn't come as a surprise to you when I say that we are one of the leading buyers of coloured gemstones globally, the methods that we go to sourcing our gemstones, and of course the means that we go to sourcing our gemstones. So if we can't get hold of chrome diopside or Russian diopside, then believe me, most retailers won't be able to. Over 50 of you have got this in your baskets. And have we got the quantity there though, Kim? Okay, we've got quantity. That's really, as soon as you see Russian diopside, you think, I've only got a little, I've only got a few, maybe 20 strands at best. We had 130. That said, we've got Florida with us. Hello to you, Louis. I've got multi-buyers there as well. The web is alive all over the world. We are most definitely, how many have we got left now? Okay, we're already down to less than 50. So 80 have gone within just a couple of seconds. Betty, hello to you. Sally, well done to you. South Yorkshire. Valerie, Claire, Chris, Sarah, hello to you. Patricia, Carmarthenshire, Anita, Kath, Christine, Christy, multi-buying, well done. Kent, multi-buying, Lynn, Joanna, hello to you. Ali, hello to you. Janetta in Dublin, Cassandra, Stephen. I can't keep up with the names physically. That as soon as I say a name, another 3 actually jump to the tick box, the well done box that is before me. Beautiful colours.
Beautiful.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it's the what we read in the books, isn't it? Chrome diopside green.
It is.
So, yeah.
It is very, very, very distinctive. Now, a few people know, it's a little known fact actually, that chrome diopside does come from different locations around the world. Russian diopside is the one which is really, really causing issues in terms of purchasing of that gemstone. But you can source it from different locations. Diopside, as you said, it has got that very definite bottle green. It's also a very highly refractive gemstone, so similarly to like your rhodolite garnet strand that you saw earlier on, you'll see amazing internal brilliance. But with this strand, do you know what's exciting me about this? And the fact that that was Russian diopside, that's one big tick, and I just be keeping hold of it for that very reason. With this, the rarity in this strand is, have you noticed what you will notice is the size. Earlier on in the morning, I was talking about how very dark coloured gemstones are very rarely big sizes because they lose their colour. It's what we call extinction. You'll start getting dark patches in the gemstone. Look at how intense these greens are, aren't they? But yet some of the biggest sizes, where's that one? Where's that? There, look at this one. Amazing sizes. And if you've ever had the fortune of going to our gemstone museum over in Eagle Road, you'll see a big piece of chrome diopside rough that we've got, and very few fragments within that piece of rough that actually have got that real intensity of green, that neon tone. So this is some of the largest. I love these shapes. What gemstone would you put alongside this, Rajitha? What would you be thinking?
I mean, to be honest, if it's chrome diopside, I don't think I'll be adding any other gemstones. And color-wise also, I would put gold with it.
Yes.
I wouldn't even go for rose gold. I don't know why, it's just me. For me,
I agree.
it has to go with gold. If I have to put in another gemstone, pearls definitely. You know, or the clay quartz. Clay quartz would go so well, but I wouldn't want it to fight for colors with any other. You know,
I agree.
I wouldn't put another colored gemstone with it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can always find contrasting gemstone, color-wise, but I would want.
You'd want all the focus to be on this. Yeah,
yes.
I totally agree. Wow, we have got a substantial quantity, and bearing in mind, I've got just over 10 minutes left in show. Let's push those boundaries. Kim is saying, "Come on, Elle." But sell out, it will be a sellout. We've got a substantial quantity, believe me. This is a location that we can travel to and source this gemstone. bigger the quantity sometimes means that we can play somewhat with the price point, and it certainly means that we can reward you. And you have had to sort of bear with us, I know, over the morning and yesterday. Thank you so much for your patience. For in gratitude of that, we are pushing the boundaries, and this is a giveaway deal, a no-brainer. It's an add it to your order, a natural gemstone. You'd be forgiven for thinking that this gem had been irradiated, heat treated, enhanced, coated even. This is Mother Nature produced, totally and utterly natural. And I totally agree with Rajitha. You wouldn't want it to try and fight with any other colour, because in all honesty, it would probably win. If you put this gemstone up against, I don't know, up against, let's see, a tanzanite, you'd see the green before the blues, wouldn't you? Because it's more intense. If you put this next to a pink sapphire, you'd see the greens more than the pinks, because it is more intense. And I could go on and on and on and on and on. It is really, it's the starring role, isn't it, of any piece. We've got lots of you there. Stay on those phone lines. Check out as soon as you possibly can. It's a double strand as well, so there's an awful long length of it. Okay, box 3. Yesterday we saw this strand, and it's the first time I've seen this gemstone in I don't know how long, particularly in this colour. It's a must for Christmas. It is your red coral. The shape as well. Wait till you see the shape. There's less than 50 though available. Unfortunately, it is limited. You can create structure. It's that gorgeous berry red, isn't it? It's key for me to mention that our coral is ethically sourced, by the way, so you haven't got to worry about that. Isn't that gorgeous?
For some reason, it looks. It seems there's a transparency. You know, it's kind of. It's not opaque.
It is really reflective. Yes.
Yes.
Really reflective. Wonderful polish. You're right. I've got in my bathroom a piece of coral, which again it's ethically sourced, and I love it. I love it for its shape, etc. And it is quite, what would be the best way? It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but there's no luster like this. None.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect this from coral.
From coral, no.
It's
gorgeous, isn't it? Katrina, Tanya, well done. Somerset, well done. H in Merseyside, West Yorkshire, you're there straight away. There's very few definite primary red gemstones out there. Especially at £6.95 for 8x6mm tubes. They're tubes, but they have actually got that rice kind of shape, you know, where they taper in at either end of the gemstone. This with maybe some pearls that you've got within your stash, or some pearls that you saw earlier on. This with maybe some faceted rondelles. I'd love to see it with your spinel or your black onyx. That would look very dramatic. You could create some really... I know, seductive, I suppose, would be a good choice of words. It's quite a seductive colour, isn't it? Quite a seductive tone of red. We've got a message to add to put on screen. How come Kim's not played anything blue? What's your response, Kim? She says, okay, I'll play something blue right now. These ones. Oh, she has brought blue. She brought chalcedony earlier on. And we had tanzanite yesterday. These. Oh, you picked a nice tone of blue. I don't call this teal. I don't call this teal. I call this... I don't know. It's like a turquoisey blue, swimming pool blue, like the Caribbean, that kind of blue, like a Paraiba tone. But look at the pearlescence across the surface. Now these are your oval pearls. I refuse to say potato because I just think I just don't like that expression. But it's referring to the actual shape. They're oval pearls, but look how smooth that nacre surface as well. Absolutely blemish free. 6x5mm. If you got the chalcedony earlier on, oh, can I bring it in, Kimbo? I know it's sold out, but this with the chalcedony earlier on. Look at that for a combination. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That's amazing, isn't it? What a combination. It is that perfect chalcedony blue colour, isn't it? These pearls. Look at that, Rajitha. For a combination of colour.
Wow.
I mean, bridesmaids.
It's the same color, color range, but still, they it looks amazing.
Slightly contrast, yeah. And I suppose because there's a different look to both of those gemstones as well, aren't they? I'm thinking, I wore this colour, very similar colour, for my best friend's wedding. It is quite a bridesmaid colour. It's also very prom. It's also perfect for everyday wear. I'd certainly wear this strand re-stranded with a pair of jeans and a pair of heels, or just a simple t-shirt. You can dress it up with your little black dress.
Even with your black shirt, you know.
Yeah. It is complementary, and it will transcend through your pieces in your wardrobe. Now, we should be $7.95. That's where we should be. Are you serious? $7.95? That's only just sunk in. Sorry. Delayed response. Pearls at $7.95, pearls at $6.95, of this shape, this smooth. Can you see? I'm gonna ask you. Can you see any blemishes across the surface of every single one of those pearls? Because I can't. They're smooth, and I love that oval shape. They're gonna sit beautifully. They're going to sit beautifully around the décolletage. Christy, Glenda, Tracy, Julie, well done. Olwyn, Pat, Linda, Martha, Kent, Marie, Lizette. Hello, Lizette in Germany, my darling. Nice to have your company. I haven't seen you in a while. Sarah in Tyne and Ware. Hello to you, Ingrid. Hello to you, Lorraine. Hello to you, Dorothy. Hello to you, Pat. I can't keep up with the names. I mean, how easy would it be to re-strand this and attach a simple clasp? $6.95. If you've got the knotting tool from yesterday, very easy. Who wouldn't love this colour? Because I don't know a single person that doesn't love this tone.
Those who got the earring findings, you know, the stud.
Oh, yes.
One each. You more you can get. You know, what you get back is more than this.
Yeah, absolutely. You charge certainly more than £6.95 for one pair, and you've got a whole strand here of those gorgeous blues. George Frederick, well done. Olive, well done. Elvira, sorry, I hope I've pronounced that right. Anne, you're with me as well. I'm running out of time. Do say where you are on those phone lines. You have been successful, and you've been amazing. Thank you once again, and I'm awfully sorry about the technical issues that we did have at the beginning of the show this morning, and of course last night, but believe it, we've squeezed everything in. Thank you, my darling. It's such a privilege meeting you, and your jewellery is exquisite.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
It has. When are you on next?
I am not in November.
Not November.
It's in December.
In December. Thank you for your company. Don't go anywhere, because we are celebrating. It is the gorgeous Lucy's final day.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more